Test, test, test.
Test, test, test. Okay, we're good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Edmond Santa Fe High School in Edmond, Oklahoma. And we are here today to watch your Noble Bears take on the Sapulpa Chieftains in the quarterfinals of the Oklahoma OSSAA 5A quarterfinals. And Randy, the Bears come in with a record of
26 and 11. Yep.
And the Chieftains are 27 and 10, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe they're 28 and 10,
28
Scott.
and 10.
Yeah.
So, good ball club on the other side. The Bears are going to be the visiting team. They're taking infield right now. And then we'll be ready to get started.
Game one ran a little long.
Game one between Piedmont and
Piedmont edged McAllister 6-5 in a really close ball game.
It was. And McAllister kind of gave it away, Randy, in my opinion. I mean, they had a drop fly ball that scored 2 runs there in the fifth inning, I think.
Yeah, they kind of gave it away in the fifth and got down 6-3, but fought back and had the tying run in scoring position when they made the last out. So
yeah, and that was a little ground ball back to the pitcher. He flipped it over to the first baseman for the third out. So congratulations to the Wildcats and their fans. They'll be moving on to the semifinals tomorrow, where they will take on the winner of this game, Randy, between the Noble Bears and the the Sapulpa Chieftains. I want to call them Seminole because that's what Seminole is.
Seminole Chieftains, yeah.
So different side of the state, though.
Yep.
So Sapulpa, just kind of south and west of Tulsa, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So on the Turnpike.
On the Turnpike, yeah. And Sapulpa won their district. They were 5A3, I believe, and they won it.
Did they go undefeated, Randy?
I think they were undefeated in their district. They their record looks a lot like ours. They've got 10 losses, but they played some really, really top competition through the year, and they're in a tough district because three of the teams from their district are here in the state tournament. The only district in the state that's like that. So, McAllister, Sapulpa, and Kelly, I believe, are all in the Sapulpa's district, 5A3.
Yeah, Bishop, Kelly, McAllister, and Sapulpa all made it from that district.
Yeah.
So, they're going to be battle tested as well. Both teams are headed down the foul lines where they're going to put the finishing touches on their pregame. Yep. And looks like
Bears will be in
no more than 5 to 10 minutes away.
Yeah, I would think so. Bears will be in the third base dugout today here at Santa Fe and be the visitors. So.
Yep. So we want to run through. We want to take a quick break, Randy.
We can take a break and then we can come back and go through the starting lineups.
Sounds good. Okay, I am Scott Harper. He is Randy Kersey. Thank you so much for joining us for the OSSAA baseball quarterfinals today. And we will take a short break and be right back on NobleBears.tv.
all makes and models specializing in diesel engine repairs. I'm so proud to show our support for the Noble Public Schools through our unique Auto Repairs for Bears program. Bring your car in for maintenance or repair and drop those repair receipts off at any school campus, and Nathan's will give back 5% of the totals to the Noble Public School System. We're looking forward to serving you for all your automotive needs. Go Bears!
It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games, so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not.
Welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe, and both teams, Sapulpa's going to take their quick prayer. The Bears have already done theirs, and they're back in the third base dugout, and they're ready to go. And Randy, the Bears are going to start the batting today. So
Bears will be the visitors today, and we'll set the Sapulpa lineup for you in the field. Sapulpa again, 28-10. Winners of the District 5A3, and obviously won their regional. Left to right, it's going to be number 24, Hayden Lance, the left fielder. Center fielder Caden Ashton is number 23. I believe he's on his way to NEO. So kind of one of their probably two key players offensively for them. Logan Raines, the right fielder, is number 5. Around the infield, Alejandro Diaz is at third base, number 7. Jack Blevins, the other kid I was able to find information on that's, I think, a really good hitter. He's their shortstop, number 3. Garrett Richards, number 10, is the second baseman. Malachi Wilson at first is number 11. Catching is Joe Young, number 17, and Connor Birch is on the mound today. And talking with the Noble coaches, Scott, Connor, Sapulpa has 3 pitchers that are all very close and
very similar.
Very similar. They all throw low 80s, I think, is what we were told, and Birch is the one they're picking to start today.
And he's a lefty, right?
Lefty, and mainly probably because of the left-hand hitters in our lineup is kind of probably why they went with him.
And how many, just for everybody at home, Randy, how many left-handed batters do we have?
So the Bears have 3, 4 left-handers in the lineup: Bryson Carey, Kaysen Anglin, Cooper Nash, and Colin Fisher. Yep. So 4 of the 9 hitters for the Bears are lefties, and so the Sapulpa coach electing to go lefty on lefty, and so that's Steve Irvine is the coach at Sapulpa. So that's kind of how that's who we've drawn today. Connor Birch, number 22, the left-hander. For the Bears, their batting order will be unchanged really from the regional. Number 6, Bryson Carey will be in center field. He'll lead off. Bryson comes into the game today hitting
I'm sorry, Randy, I fell 341.
341, yeah. So 341 for Bryson. Hitting second will be Colin Fisher. He'll be pitching today. Colin leads the team with a 400 batting average, 32 RBIs, 4 home runs. Braden Harper, the catcher, will hit third. Braden's had a really fine year, 336 with 30 RBIs. Hitting fourth will be Chris Level. He'll be playing first base today with Colin pitching. And Chris is hitting at 361 with 31 RBIs. Hitting fifth today will be Kaysen Anglin, the shortstop. Kaysen comes in hitting 240, homer and 23 RBIs. Hitting sixth will be Devin Knight, the designated hitter. And Devin, real streak hitter. He's due, I think. He's hitting 275, and he could be a real key for the Bears in this tournament. Get his back going. Yeah. Cooper Nash will be in right field. Cooper's number 12, senior. He's one of the left-handed hitters. Hitting eighth will be Colin Thomas, the second baseman. Colin's kind of settled in there at second base the last several games. Early in the year, he played a little bit everywhere. Colin's had some big hits this year at times and has a really good on-base percentage, walks a lot, so he'll be hitting eighth. And Carter Golish will be the left fielder. He's a junior. And Carter has also had a really fine year to play at 339. So that's how the Bears will attack on offense. So coaches are meeting at home plate, going over the ground rules. And wind blowing out toward left. I think I saw on the weather gusting to about 20. Flags standing up pretty straight
like
out
it
there.
Has been previously, but there's a good breeze. And only one ball hit out in that McAllister-Piedmont game, Randy. So
right.
Doesn't seem like the wind's going to be a factor, but we'll see. And I think it's actually picked up a little bit since, the further into the afternoon we get.
Yeah, a little bit. The field here, 330 down the left field line, down the right field line's 320, so pretty good sized ballpark. 375 to left center. Doesn't have a dead center sign. I don't know. It'll be a little deper than the 375. It might be 380, 390 out there. So pretty good sized ballpark for high school. So Colin Fisher starting for the Bears today on the hill.
Yeah, let's run through Sapulpa's starting lineup, Randy, defensively.
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, we did?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I gave that before I gave our batting order.
Okay.
So I was just going to talk a little bit about Colin on the mound. Colin, 8-1. This will be his 12th start, 13th appearance. 61 and a third innings, 127 strikeouts, 148 ERA. So he's our guy to get us to tomorrow for sure.
He's exactly who we want on the mound, and I'll be the first one to admit. There's Coach Hughes, and ladies and gentlemen, the Noble student section
right in front of us.
Probably about 100 people, 100 students, maybe a little bit more, and then the entire stands to the left of them, towards the third base dugout, also completely full, and then everybody, of course, you got the moms and the dads down in the chairs and right behind the backstop. So Noble's traveled very well. Sapulpa has traveled very well as well. So excellent crowd out here today at Edmond Santa Fe High School.
Bear student section right in front of us. They've got their little what are those called? Those little
the slapsticks.
Slapsticks together. So they're going to make some noise.
Yeah, and we don't have that window open, Randy. You want to try to open it real quick? Man, it's tough.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get it open. Will yours open a little bit?
Let's try. Hang on 1 second. Don't trip over my cord.
We were here for a scrimmage early in the year, and
well, there is nobody getting in this place at night.
We were here for a scrimmage early in the year. It's about 20 degrees, so a little different here late in the year.
Yeah. So they're introducing the starting lineups. The Bears go first, and they're in the process of taking the third base line.
We may have to do something with our camera here when we break because I'm getting the little slapsticks in your view at home. So we may raise the level, see if we can figure out how to move this camera where you're not looking. Anytime anything good happens, you're going to see a bunch of slapsticks in front of the.
As you can see right there.
Yeah, in front of the camera. So we'll try to correct that when we take a break here.
So keys to the game, Randy. What do you think the Bears have to do today to get a W?
I think they got to control Colin Fisher's pitch count. Sapulpa, talking to Shane, assistant coach Shane Fisher, Sapulpa is very patient at the plate. So Colin's going to have to throw strike one and strike two. And then, like we've talked about before, our defense has got to help him when they put the ball in play. We don't need to give him extra at-bats because that's extra pitches. Colin's a pitcher that's going to have a high pitch count because he strikes so many kids out. And so we don't need, we don't need booted grounders and drop flies and all of it. I mean, you never need that stuff, right? But
No.
you really don't need it when you're trying to keep your pitch count of your starter under control. And really, the Bears need Colin to pitch this entire game and get through. And we sure don't want to have to get into other pitching because that hurts us down the road if we win and keep advancing. So, and then, put the ball in play. It doesn't sound like, from a speed standpoint, Sapulpa has pitchers that'll overpower us. I think we can handle it. We've faced some pretty darn good pitching this year. So put the ball in play good defense, and Colin's got to get strike one, strike two. Get out in front.
The Noble Students section, Randy, is going the old OU basketball section. They're turning their back while the Sapulpa Chieftains starting players are being introduced, and then as soon as they say their name, they're chanting, "Who cares?" So
Yeah.
I wish we could get that window open, Randy.
Yeah, it's
tough. So
yeah. We may work on that when we take a break too.
So lots of students out there.
I don't know how many buses we brought up.
We brought one bus.
One bus?
All 50 seats were filled. I know for a fact. So.
But it's not a long drive, so.
No, it's not. Much further drive for Sapulpa, obviously, but not a long drive for them. I think it's probably an hour and a half.
Yeah, probably hour and a half, hour and 15 maybe.
Yeah, so.
Time of day they came.
So yeah, let's see. Obviously, the Bears, it's win or go home, Randy.
Yep.
And
from now on, it's all game sevens, right?
And look,
Yep.
I mean, I'll just throw in my 2 cents real quick. In my opinion, the Bears have to put the ball in play, have to hit the ball, have to play error-free baseball in the field behind Colin, and they cannot make mental errors on the bases, in the field, in the batter's box.
Right.
They got to play a mistake-free game or something very close to it.
Need three of them,
Yeah,
3 in a row.
3 in a row, and that's the magic number is 3. So we're going to pause while they do. I think they're getting ready to do the national anthem. So. Yep, here goes the national anthem. So we'll pause for that, and Randy and myself will be right back. Okay, so there's your national anthem. And Randy, I was during the playing of the national anthem, just an something odd that I noticed. Sapulpa has exactly 22 ball players on the field or on their roster, just like the Bears. So
Okay.
yeah. So and I don't know if how many of you are aware of this, but Sapulpa was actually a 6A team last year. So they moved down to 5A at the beginning of the calendar year. So they're, I don't know if they're like a tradition-rich baseball program, Randy. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't really know. Don't know the answer to that. Obviously, moving down a class is helping them out, and but the Bears were something I was going to bring up. Bears are on quite a run, sitting at 9-9 after a Game 1 loss on Saturday, April the 9th, I believe, and have gone 17-2 from that time to now. And and the thing about the 17-2 is the teams that we've won, that we've beat, those 17 wins have come against 11 teams that have averaged 23 wins this year.
Wow.
So the Bears are battle tested.
Absolutely.
And, hey, coming out of a district that has three schools here in the finals, Sapulpa is too. So this ought to be a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, it absolutely should be. Sapulpa's pitcher, Connor Birch, is through taking his warm-up tosses, and we're just about ready to get started. Leading off for the Bears, number 6, freshman Bryson Carey. Bryson on the year, hitting, 341, has 12 RBIs, has a triple, 4 doubles, 28 hits on the season. He's walked 9 times and stolen 15 bags. On-base percentage of .407. So here comes the first pitch from Connor Birch. That is a ball that misses inside. Looked like a kind of a change-up.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot of heat on that.
No. Here's the second pitch from Birch. Down. 2 balls, no strikes. So nice job, Bryson Carey, getting ahead in the first at-bat of the game for your Noble Bears. On deck, number 18, junior, and today's starting pitcher, Colin Fisher. Here comes the third pitch from Birch. Bryson squares to bunt, and that's a called strike. He did not get that bunt down.
I think he pulled off, didn't he?
Yeah, but it was a called strike. So third baseman way in on the grass. Here's the fourth pitch. There's a fly ball lifted into center field, where center fielder is Caden Ashton, makes the catch for the first out of the game. And that's going to bring up number 18, junior Colin Fisher. Colin on the season, leading the team in hitting, 400, right on the money. 32 RBIs, 4 home runs, 7 triples, 9 doubles, 4 hits. He's walked 36 times. Here's the first pitch from Birch to Fisher. There's a curveball that Colin swings through.
Colin had a big home run in that regional final game, got the Bears off to a big start there in the first inning against McGinnis.
There's a fastball that misses down and away, so count evens at 1.
Colin, 4 home runs this year. I don't know what he had last year. I think 5, okay. 2 of his have gone to left field this year.
And he gets hit, so the Bears got a base runner as the fastball goes inside on Colin Fisher, hits him in the thigh, and that's going to bring up senior number 16, Braden Harper. On deck will be senior number 8, Chris LaBelle. Braden Harper on the season, 336, 30 RBIs, a home run, a triple, 7 doubles, 10 walks. He's been hit by pitches 13 times, Randy.
Yep.
And his on-base percentage is .444. So Birch is a lefty, so he checks the runner. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive down the right field line that's going to get foul.
Just foul, boy. I mean, it just missed.
Wow, good idea by Braden, going the opposite way there as he shot it down the right field line and just foul by a couple feet. So Colin was moving, boy. He was already on third base before that ball ever even hit the ground. So.
Colin's got a big lead over there at first, or he did, which is interesting. He's really not a threat to steal, or has not been.
Yep. So Birch comes set. Here's the pitch. Line drive into center field.
That's going to
drop
drop
for a base hit. And the Bears are going to have runners at first and second after a single by number 16, senior Braden Harper. And that's going to bring to the plate number 8, senior Chris LaBelle. Waiting on deck, number 10, Case in England. So Bears off to a good start. Birch isn't throwing anything they haven't seen before, Randy, many times. So he's not a flamethrower. He's probably, man, I don't know if he's maybe low 80s.
Yeah, I would think
Maybe.
it's somewhere around 80,
Yeah.
maybe topping out.
So Birch now, the Bears now have runners at first and second, Harper at first, Fisher at second. Here's the first pitch. There's a called strike on the outside corner, a curveball. Chris steps out of the box, looks down at third base coach Brad Anglin. So 0-1, no balls, 1 strike. Birch comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball, he gets away from the catcher, and both runners are going to advance to second and third. And the Bears have 2 runners in scoring position now. And the Noble faithful love it, Randy.
Yep, and that ball should have been caught. That's a pass ball. So
Absolutely agree.
2 runners in scoring position now, 1-1 for Chris.
And the catcher for Sapulpa
And
is
Sapulpa brings the
Joe
infield
Young.
in.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they know who they're playing against.
There's a foul ball.
They know who the Bears are pitching today, and they know that runs are going to be a premium.
Absolutely.
And so they're taking a real risk here with 1 out, bringing the infield in.
So runners at second and third for the Bears. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Chris Lavelle. Here's the pitch. Curveball called third strike.
Oh my goodness!
You got to swing the bat there, Chris.
Yep, that was a good
He
pitch.
knows that. Yeah, you got to take that and drive it in the gap. So
that'll back that infield up. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the infield in. Your batting average goes up automatically. You got to put the ball in play there.
So good pitch by Birch to get the second out of the inning. Now batting for your Bears, number 10, junior, Kason Anglin. Waiting on deck, number 3, Devin Knight. We'll get Kason's stats here in just a second. There's a
Lefty
fastball.
on lefty. Kason's hitting 240, 23 RBIs, 1 homer.
Birch missed up high there with the first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. I'd like to see Kason be a little more patient in his at-bats, Randy.
Yep. He swings at a lot of first pitches.
Here comes the pitch from Birch. And
Good
England
breaking
swings
ball.
that through that breaking ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs for the Chieftains. Bears don't want to leave those 2 runners out there, Randy. Sure would be nice if Kason would line one, find a gap, find some grass. Here comes the pitch from Birch. There's a line drive.
That could be trouble.
That could be trouble. And that's going to score a run.
He's there.
He's safe at first base.
Yep.
So Kason Anglin with a little infield single, a little blooper
He
right over the
must have
mound.
bounced that off the plate, or either that or, man, that home
That
plate
was
in front is hard.
Yeah.
Because that bounced way high over the pitcher, and you knew when it bounced that high that it was going to be tough to get him at first. So infield hit.
So nice job by Kason Anglin. We'll take him however we can get him, Randy.
Absolutely.
And that's 1-0 Bears, and Birch comes set. The batter now, number 3, junior, Devin Knight. Anglin at first, Harper at third. Here comes the pitch. Fastball gets away, and that's going to bring in Harper. And look for Kason Anglin. Oh, I thought he was going to try to get third.
Yep.
So Braden Harper slides into home
stop
plate,
there.
and that makes it 2-0 in favor of your Noble Bears.
So straight wild pitch there. That ball's in the dirt. Really handcuffed the catcher there, Young.
Yeah, that was definitely on Birch right there. But the first one was obviously on the catcher, Young. So Devin Knight ahead in the count. Devin on the season, where's he at? 275. 19 RBIs, has 1 home run, 7 doubles. Birch comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball that misses up high. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs for the Chieftains.
And Cooper Nash on deck.
Yep. Kason Anglin at second base.
You know, we talked about there's a long distance between home plate and that backstop.
Fastball down and in. And Devin's ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes.
And those wild pitches and pass balls are going to cost people.
What are they, Randy?
At this field.
Bases.
Free bases
right?
and free runs if you're on third. Yeah.
So
3-0. Got to give him the take here, don't you think?
Absolutely. Yeah, and he misses up high. So Birch walks Devin Knight, and that's going to bring up senior, number 12, Cooper Nash.
Cooper hitting 278, 22 RBIs.
Let's go, Cooper. Devin Knight at first, Kason Anglin at second. There's a hard ground ball to the shortstop, flips over to...
Boy, that was close.
Yeah.
He got him.
So flips over to the second baseman for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before your Noble Bears put a 2 spot on the board after 2 hits, 2 runs, and no errors for the Chieftains. We will go to the bottom of the first. Bears lead 2-0. I'm Scott Harper. He's Randy Kersey. Be sure to come right back and join us on noblebears.tv. We will be right back.
We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Okay, we are back at Edmond Santa Fe. Colin Fisher's almost done taking his warm-up tosses. For the Bears defensively, Colin Fisher on the mound, Braden Harper behind the plate, Jake Williams at third base, Casey Anglin at short. At second base, Mr. Utility himself, Colin Thomas. At first base, Chris Lavelle. In left field, Carter Golish. Center field, freshman Bryson Carey. And in right field, the aforementioned senior Super Cooper Nash. So stepping into the box for the Chieftains, leading off, will be Garrett Richards. He is the second baseman for the Chieftains. He wears number 10. Here comes the first pitch from Colin. And there's a hard little ground ball towards the second baseman. He flipped, and he can't field it. So just a little dribbler out there in no man's land between the mound and first base. And Colin Thomas can't handle it and flip it over to Chris for the out. So Richards is on board, and that's going to bring to the plate Peter Shibley. He is the designated hitter, and he wears number 21 for the Chieftains. So one pitch and one little bloop single.
First three hitters are lefties for Sapulpa.
There's the bunt, and it goes into foul territory. So Colin gets ahead, no balls, one strike. Looks like they're going to try to play some small ball, Randy. Put that runner into scoring position.
Williams in on the grass at third.
Shibley looks down to head coach Stephen Irvine, Jr. Here comes the pitch from Colin. Comes set. Throw over to first. And Richards gets back safely. No balls, one strike, no outs for Fisher and the Bears. Colin comes set, checks the runner. There's the pitch, squares the bunt, called strike. So Colin evens the count at 1. There's a breaking ball there. Harper looks
Actually,
over
I think 0-2. First one was fouled, so he's ahead 0-2.
Oh, he is 0-2.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
So no balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good breaking
Do you
ball
leave
there.
the bunt on here?
Those are hard to, huh?
Yeah. Do you leave the bunt on here if you're Sapulpa?
2 strikes? I don't know. I don't think so, but
He does not. There's a fastball that misses away, so 1 ball, 2 strike. Shibley is a sophomore for the Chieftains.
DH. Yeah.
There's a hard ground ball into right
Finds
field.
the hole.
Shibley does, so that, runners at first and second for the Chieftains. After a single there by Shibley, and that's going to bring to the plate Caden Ashton, center fielder for the Chieftains. Ashton is trying to find him on the roster, he is a senior.
Yep.
He's going to Fort Scott Community College, right?
I think I thought I read he was going to NEO. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's right.
Yep. So he's probably one of their top players, if not their top player, hitting 3-hole.
Here's the pitch from Colin. Curveball. Misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bears lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. But the Chieftains are threatening with runners at first and second.
Yeah, Bears need a double play ball here.
Oh, yeah. Ashton, the batter for the Chieftains, senior. center fielder.
Now, if he wasn't their 3-hole hitter, I might be tempted to bunt here.
Yeah, but you got to figure he swings a pretty healthy bat.
Yeah, I
so
would think he's probably one of their, if not their best, one of their best hitters.
there's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good looking breaking ball there from Colin. And Ashton looks down at head coach Stephen Irvine Jr., gets his signal, steps back in the box, holds his left hand up for time, and he's back in the box now. Fisher's set, checks his runners. Here's the pitch. Called
Fastball.
strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good pitch from Colin right there.
Yep.
All important out right here, Randy. We need an out.
Absolutely.
A strikeout would be outstanding, right?
Diaz, Alejandro Diaz, third baseman on deck. He's a right-hand hitter.
Here's the pitch, and Ashton kind of offers at it, but does not swing.
Checked his swing there.
Nice stop by Harper. He checks it, and of course it's called no swing. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Caden Ashton, the batter for the Chieftains. Colin comes set. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Counts full. Pitch count's getting up there a little bit, Randy.
Yeah, for not having any outs. It's only 10, but we don't have any outs.
Right. There's a line drive into
Smoke
right field
that.
that's going to
That's
get
going to be over his head.
over Cooper Nash's head and all the way to the wall. 1 run's going to come in to score. 2 runs. I'm sorry, they're going to hold the runners at second and third. And the Chieftains, Caden Ashton with a RBI double over Cooper Nash's head and then up against the wall in right field. So the Chieftains 1, your Bears 2.
That looked like a fastball, but boy, he got around on it fast. I wonder if that wasn't the change. But you think 3-2, he's coming fastball, and he's sitting on a fastball, and that's
That's what he got.
that's what he got, and he was ready for it.
Bears lead 2-1. Runners at second and third for the Chieftains. Still no outs. There's a curveball for a called strike on the inside corner.
Alejandro Diaz, third baseman, number 7.
Here comes the pitch from Colin. There's a little hard ground ball at third baseman Jake Williams. Throws over to first baseman Chris Lavelle for an out. So the runners do not advance. The score remains 2-1, and that's going to bring to the plate Jack Blevins, the shortstop for the Chieftains. Jack Blevins is a sophomore. Wow.
Yeah.
A couple sophomores in the lineup.
And this young man, I read a story. He in one doubleheader this year, he went 8 for 8 with 2 home runs, so he can swing it.
There's a called strike on the outside half.
Another lefty.
Yeah, another lefty. You're right. So
4 of their first 5 hitters are lefties.
1 out for the Bears. No balls, 1 strike. Colin Fisher on the mound. Jake Williams in at third base. There's a curveball for a called strike. Colin gets ahead 0-2. Good-looking breaking ball there.
Yep.
Harper looks over at
really leaning backwards.
pitching coach Shane Fisher. Gets the sign. Gives the sign to Colin. Runners at second and third for the Chieftains. And he offered and he went. So there's the all-important second out. And now the Bears are an out away from getting out of this inning. And Colin Fisher's going to have to get Malachi Wilson out. He is the first baseman for the Chieftains. And Malachi Wilson is another sophomore. Wow.
So these guys are going to be around a little while.
Oh, yeah.
Right-hand hitter.
Yep. Fisher comes set. Here's the pitch. Kind of gets away from hit him on maybe the foot or something.
It's a breaking pitch.
Yeah, they got in, hit him on the foot. So bases are loaded now for the Chieftains. And that's going to bring to the plate Logan Raines, the right fielder. Logan Raines is a senior. Colin comes set. Fastball, it misses up high. 7 batters to this point for the Chieftains in the bottom of the first inning. So
probably not what we expected. Both teams have sent 7 to hit.
Fastball misses away.
And
so
Sapulpa may not be done, so
Braden Harper calls timeout, wants to go out and talk to
Colin a
Colin.
little frustrated maybe.
Yeah, so 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs for the Bears and Colin Fisher.
Yeah, 7 hitters, both teams sending 7 batters in the first is
That's
not what you expect.
Not what we expected, right?
Yep.
You expected a little more of a pitcher's duel, right?
Yeah,
Especially quarterfinals of state tournament.
right.
So, but 3 runs. Just here's the pitch from Fisher. Called strike on the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good looking pitch from Colin right there. Rains the batter for the Chieftains. Colin comes set. Bases loaded for the Chieftains. Swings through that. Fastball.
Colin
balls, 2
lost his lid on that one, so he had a little juice on that,
Yeah.
a little extra.
I stay with the fastball, Randy.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
He shakes Harper off, so I think we'll find out what he wants to.
timeout.
Rains calls timeout. Steps out of the box. Rains is a senior, like we mentioned. So Colin comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball that misses up and away. So full count. Runners will be moving.
No place for him.
No, exactly. So need a strike here, Colin. Let's go, young man. Here's the pitch. And
Nope.
this is away. So
Yeah, that they never had a chance.
he walks Rains, and that's going to bring to the plate Hayden Lance.
And we were tied.
And we're tied at 2. And Hayden Lance is the left fielder. And Hayden Lance is a junior. 8-hole hitter for the Chieftains. Here comes the pitch from Colin. Misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Colin comes set. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, he's really struggling. We got a
Yeah.
timeout and
Coach Hughes is going to go out and have
Yep.
a word with his
got to settle him down a
junior
little. Colin's
ace.
generally pretty low, pretty in control of his emotions out there, but I know he wasn't expecting this first inning. Had a
No,
couple of, had a kind of a little ball that could have started it off. Could have been probably an out.
should have been an out.
Should have been an out. And then a ground ball through the hole. If it's hit 10 feet to the left, it's a double play.
Yep.
And then really they've only had the one big hit, but the rest has been
Yeah, the double
control
of it,
problems. Yeah.
The double of Cooper's head. Here's the pitch
Colin.
from Fisher. Called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
What
Hayden
Colin
Lance-
needs to remember is we're probably not through scoring runs either.
No.
We put the ball in play pretty well. So he just needs to take care of business, get out of here with the
He
tie.
swings through that pitch. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. He got fooled on that one,
Yeah.
Lance did. So Joe Young waits on deck for the Chieftains, but we don't want to see Mr. Young this inning. We want
No,
Colin to
we
finish
want
off
we
Mr.
want
Lance
him
right
leading
here.
off. Yeah.
So here's the pitch from Colin. Oh,
Just missed.
just missed. Just off the plate. So counts full, and the runners will be moving
Another
again.
full count. I don't think you mess with a breaking ball here. You got to throw a strike. And you're at 8-hole. You gotta like your chances of a Colin Fisher fastball against our 8-hole hitter.
And there it is.
Yep.
So he swings through that, Lance does, and that's the 3rd out for the Bears and Colin Fisher, but not before they get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Bears. And leading off for the Bears will be junior number 33, Colin Thomas, followed by Carter Golish. And then we're back to the top of the lineup with Bryson Carey. So 2-2 as we head to the top of the 2nd. I'm Scott Harper. He's Randy Kersey. Thank you so much for joining us on NobleBears.tv. We will be right back.
Lost his composure a little bit. Or 2 runs in any inning. Bixby probably.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new
Yeah,
phone system?
I ruled
Give
that
the
first
experts
one
at
in the
Versatile
air.
Networks a
I think
call.
if he comes
In
up
most
with that
cases,
clean,
we can
that's an
provide a
out.
phone system with brand new phones
Yeah.
for less than your
I
current
mean-
monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Although leadoff hitter
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment.
Change it.
This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them.
Okay.
Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports North of Peterborough.
All right, we're back here at Edmond, Oklahoma. First round of the state tournament. Bears and the Sapulpa Chieftains tied at 2. And leading off for the Bears is Colin Thomas, and he takes strike 1 from pitcher Connor Birch. So both teams put the pitchers through it a little bit there in the first inning. There's a called strike 2 on the outside corner. So Colin Thomas finds himself down, no balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go CT.
That's a good 2-strike pitch off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Birch kind of funny delivery. Comes straight over the top, Scott. It's kind of a... He misses away there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Colin Thomas. Colin comes in hitting .282 with a .455 on-base percentage. Draws a lot of walks. He fouls that one off. Way to hang. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the top of the second.
Thank you, Holly Whitmire, for letting myself and Randy know that our mics were on during the break. I think that's the first time that's happened, Randy.
I think it is.
So.
Hey, there's a good hot shot past the third baseman into left field. Good 2-strike hit there for Colin Thomas leading off the Bears second. Well, I'm glad I didn't question any coaching decisions or anything.
Yeah, really.
That I can remember. I'm sure if I did, we'll hear about it.
Yeah, that's all right. So. They're going to take pay away from us?
Yeah, fire us. Yep. Carter Golish up 339 on the year. He's bunting, and he fouls that back. Didn't get it down there. So Bears playing to get Thomas into scoring position. Because you got to believe Fisher's going to settle down and not give up a lot of more runs. So 1-2 runs is going to be big in this game, I think. Fastball just misses up. 1-1. Golish spent most of the year as a leadoff man, Scott.
Yeah, he did, and he did a good job in that role. But whenever they took him out of that leadoff role, they also put him in left field, Randy, and he kind of cooled off, but he's taken off. So, and he is essentially, like we've talked about many times this year, the 9-hole is almost like another leadoff, right? So,
good speed, rolls the order over.
On base percentage is up there.
Yeah, Carter 461 on base percentage, second on the team. And there's a ball gets away, and Thomas is going to go down to second on the throw over. Birch bounced it, and first baseman there, Malachi Wilson, unable to come up with it. So there's a free base for the Bears.
And, Coach Hughes wants to have a word with third base umpire. I'm not sure about what. Maybe a balk, possibly.
Yep. So state tournament, 3 umpires. First time we've seen that this year.
Yeah.
Usually it's 2, and we got 2 in the field and the home plate umpire. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a shot, 1 hopped to the shortstop, and that's kind of an in-betweener, and Blevins makes a nice play there. Stayed back on it. Thomas has to retreat back to second. So it'll go as a ground out.
Leadoff hitter Bryson Carey.
Bryson's back up. Carey popped up to center. Shallow center his first time up. Bears with the go-ahead run in scoring position. He takes a fastball, strike 1 on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike to Bryson Carey. Number 6, batting from the left side. Big curveball fools Bryson there. He takes strike 2.
Big looping curveball. Started out at Bryson's right shoulder.
Yep.
Since he's a left-handed hitter, and just broke right over the plate.
So 0-2. Probably going to get him to chase something here. Nope. Strike 3, another curveball. Swings through it. So there was no waste pitch there. He came right at him. So 2 out, brings up Colin Fisher.
Hit by pitch in his first time
Yeah,
back.
Colin was hit by pitch the first time up, hitting an even 400 on the year. And help yourself out here, Colin. There's a fastball he misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Playing Colin, shading him to right center in center field, pretty much straight away everywhere else. There's a ground ball to first baseman Wilson. He kicks it around, and he is not going to. Birch didn't get over to first base. I'm not sure he would have had him
the first
anyway.
baseman booted it too. So
Right, but when he came up to, I think Birch thought, hey, he's got it, but then he didn't have it, and then he got a late break over there at first. I think they might have had a play, but it's going to go down as an error on Wilson.
yeah, and Chaz Whitmire hustles out there to run for Colin since there's 2 outs for the Bears. And now batting for your Bears, number 16, senior Braden Harper, 1 for 1 on the day.
Braden singled his first time up, 1st and 3rd, 2 out. Tied up in the top of the 2nd. There's a breaking ball. In for a strike. Catcher does not handle it. That'd be okay. We scored a run on that last inning. We'll take 1 back to the fence. No balls, 1 strike to Braden Harper. Playing him straight away. Calls timeout. And steps out. Still 1-0. Two out here in the top of the 2nd. Bears and Sapulpa tied at 2. That ball's fouled hard down the right field line. And Braden's behind 0-2 in the count. Now, the scoreboard's got 1-1, but I think they called that first pitch a strike, Scott.
They did.
Yeah.
They called the curveball a strike.
Yeah. The one that catcher didn't quite come up with.
Yep.
Fastball on the inside corner, called strike 3. Kind of froze him there. It was a borderline pitch. So, Birch pitches out of trouble in the 2nd. Bears get no runs, leave 2 men on. And so we're going to the bottom of the 2nd inning, and we are tied, Sapulpa 2, Noble 2, here in Edmond at the state tournament. We'll be back after this.
It can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
All right, welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma. State tournament time. Bears and Sapulpa tied at 2. Sapulpa coming to bat in the bottom of the 2nd. And they sent 8 batters to the plate in the first inning, Scott. So they're leading off with number 9, catcher Joe Young, and then it's back to the top of the order, Garrett Richards and Peter Shipley. So Colin Fisher settles in for his second inning. There's a shot down the left field line, and that is fair. And all the way to the fence, and Young cruises into second with a stand-up double. And, I mean, he turned on that one. Don't expect that out of a 9-hole.
No.
So leadoff double all the way to the fence for Joe Young, the catcher. That brings the top of the order, Garrett Richards. Garrett hit a little nubber that Colin Thomas came in on and couldn't quite handle. His first time up, he takes strike 1. Fastball, check swinged it, but it was in there. So nobody out. Young on second. There's another foul ball. Fouled it straight down. No balls, 2 strikes. Fisher out in front. And Harper out to talk to Colin about what do we want to do with this guy. Head 0-2. Sapulpa hitting the ball probably as good as anybody we've seen hit the ball off Colin this year, Scott.
I could not agree more, Randy. I mean, they're swinging the bat.
There's a strike 3. Froze him. Good breaking pitch.
That's what we've come to expect out of Colin right
Right. That's strikeout number 3 here in the second. So he's got his strikeouts, but they've hit some ropes on him too.
Yeah.
Couple anyway. So that brings up
really
Pete
hard.
Shipley. Shipley singled to right his first time up. Hard grounder through the right side between clean hit between first and second. Colin gets ahead, 1 strike. A lot of lefties in this lineup for both teams today. That ball just off the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Young still at second after the leadoff double. And that ball gets in the dirt and away from Braden, and Young will move down to third on the wild pitch.
Man, Colin just doesn't seem to have his best stuff right now, Randy. And
Yeah, he's searching for it a little bit. So, 2 balls and 1 strike to Shipley, who's 1 for 1. And he hits a little pop-up foul that we don't get to over there, and I'm not sure why we didn't get closer than that, but we didn't. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The ball's in the air long enough, you'd like to see make a play over there. It's a state tournament, man. Lay out. Curveball just misses inside, fooled Shipley. Called strike 3. Boy, that was high in the zone. Wow. Although Shipley, he kind of taking it like a man. He just turned around going back. I don't know if he thought it was a strike or not, but
I didn't think it was a strike.
I didn't think so either, but the umpire did. And so that's strikeout number 4 for Colin. And we're within a out here of leaving that leadoff double, which would be big, Scott.
Yeah, it'd be huge to get out
But
of this inning.
this is Ashton who drove it deep over Nash's head in the first. He fouls the
right
first
field.
one off. So this kid's a hitter. Calling ahead on him. No balls, 1 strike.
Ashton, right?
Yep. Caden Ashton. Fastball just off the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is a big out right here. There's a chopper up the middle. Colin got a piece of it, and then Anglin did not come up with it. I think we had time. So it's probably going to go down, I'm going to say, as an error. So that scores the run. It's 3-2 Sapulpa.
Calling comes set. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Breaking ball.
Alejandro Diaz up. He grounded out his first time up to third to Jake Williams. Swing and a miss. Bottom kind of fell out of that one. That may have been a hard slider or something there. It didn't look like a fastball. It dipped. Runner goes. Swing. Carey stumbles briefly, but he's there for the third out. So Sapulpa takes the lead here in the bottom of the second. They get one run on one hit. There was one error. And so we'll go to the top of the third inning with Sapulpa leading the Bears 3-2 here at the state tournament. I'm Randy Kersey. This is NobleBears.tv. We'll be back right after this.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Okay, welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe High School. We are headed to the top of the third inning in today's matchup in the 5A quarterfinals in the state tournament. And here is the first pitch to Chris Lavelle that misses outside. Connor Birch still on the mound. Fastball down and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
Chris was called out on strikes his first time up.
Here comes the pitch from Birch. Called strike on the inside corner. Chris didn't like the call. 2 balls, 1 strike. Chris swings through that off-speed pitch.
Nasty breaking ball there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs.
Bottom fell out of that thing.
Chris hits a ground ball towards the third baseman in foul territory. So he'll get another opportunity. Count remains 2-2. Here comes the pitch from Birch. There's a hard ground ball at the third baseman. Diaz fields it, throws over to the first baseman for the first out of the inning. And that's the first out for Connor Birch and the Chieftains. And that's going to bring to the plate number 10, junior Kaysen England. Kaysen in his first at-bat had
a chopper that drove in a run.
Yeah.
But a infield single, bounced it straight down and over the pitcher's head and really did a good job hustling down first.
There's a called strike on a breaking pitch. Inside corner, no balls, 1 strike on junior Kaysen England.
There's a base hit.
Drive into left field for a base hit for Kaysen England, and he'll be at first base.
I tell you what, it's good to see Kaysen going the other way again. He was doing that early in the year, and he's a much more effective hitter when he'll do that. I mean, he can pull the ball too, but when he takes that ball the other way, he can drive it out there. Yeah.
So 3-2 in favor of the Chieftains. Bears have 1 out and a runner at first base. Now batting for your Bears, number 3, junior Devin Knight.
Devin walked on 4 pitches his first time up.
Birch checks the runner England over at first. Devin calls timeout. England hustles back to first. Birch comes set. Here comes the pitch to Devin. Fastball called strike, outside corner.
Boy, that's the one you want.
that's a
He
good
can
pitch
drive
to hit.
that. He can drive that ball. He
Devin
needs
can
to
take that and drive it in the gap between
Yep.
right and center. Let's go Devin Knight.
be a little more aggressive here. If you get your pitch, you don't want to
Yeah.
swing it out of the zone, but
No balls, 1 strike, pitch, and he swings through a breaking pitch. So no balls, 2 strikes, and then there's a kind of an attempted pickoff by the catcher Young down to the first baseman, but England gets back safely. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Case and England at first. Birch comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive single
in the bay.
into right field or left field, and so nice job, Devin Knight. Wasn't hit real hard or anything, but
good
just a
2-strike
hard
hit.
ground ball. You know,
Yep,
ground
good
ball into left
2-strike
field
hitting
and
there.
Just put the ball in play, and good things happen. So that's going to bring to the plate number 12, Cooper Nash, senior. Cooper Nash.
Cooper hit into a fielder's choice to end the first inning. Grounded to short.
So Devin Knight at first, Case and England at second. Super Cooper Nash, your batter. Here's the pitch. Called strike, curveball. Inside, lefty on lefty, and that's just right on the hands, and I
Yep.
don't think Cooper has to get that out front before it breaks, Randy, and it's just not a good pitch on a left-handed batter, so pitcher has the advantage there for sure. No balls, 1 strike. Birch throws, curveball, it misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Kind of tried to come back with the same pitch there, and just off the plate there.
Yeah. Almost caught him on the leg, too,
Uh-huh.
so let's be aware of that. Birch comes set, checks his runners, delivers. Cooper, you got to wear that. Another inside breaking ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike. He's missed with the last 2 breaking balls.
Birch at 52 pitches. Both pitchers pretty elevated pitch counts so far here for the third.
Birch comes set, 2 balls, 1 strike. Cooper Nash. There's a ground ball out in front of the plate. Birch goes over to first and gets Nash there for the second out of the inning. Little dribbler, probably 20, 30 feet out in front of the mound or out in front of the plate.
Birch thought about going to third, and he thought better of it.
Yeah. So both runners advance. So we now have runners at second and third. Devin Knight at second, and Case and England at third. And the young man that had a single in his first
Right.
at bat, right?
Had a base hit, 1 for 1 today.
He was behind in the count too. So
Yeah, he was down. It was 0-2. Hit a grounder
Colin Thomas.
between short and third.
Yep. Colin Thomas, the batter for your Bears. Let's go CT. Breaking ball that misses inside and high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Playing him straight away, little left center in center field.
Birch comes set, delivers, fouls that one back. Thomas does. Count goes to 1-1. Connor Birch looks in, gets his sign from the catcher Young, and he steps off. Nobody holding Devin Knight on, so he should be able to get a pretty good extended lead after the pitch.
Yep, maybe score on a base hit here.
Yeah. Here's the pitch, misses outside and away. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Golish on deck. And Joe Young wants to go talk to Connor Birch.
Yeah, and Randy, Birch isn't throwing anything real fancy or, his breaking ball's good, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like just falling off the table.
Sometimes it's real good, but it's not real consistent.
Right.
And he doesn't throw very hard. I mean, like what we've seen.
Oh, no. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Colin Thomas, the batter for your Bears. Runners at second and third. There's a foul ball straight back. Colin was right on that. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Bears got the go-ahead runner at second, the tying run at third. Like to see get that one back that we gave up in the bottom of the second here.
Birch comes set. Here's the pitch.
Whoa.
Curveball that missed off the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And the Sapulpa crowd is upset, and I would be too.
I thought it was a little bit off, Randy, honestly. I think it was in the chalk, just off the plate. So I thought it was a good call by the home plate umpire. Of course, I got a little bit better view than you. So full count. Colin Thomas, the batter for your Noble Bears. Let's go CT. Come on, young man. There's a hard ground ball in the right field.
Through.
And that's going to be an RBI single. And maybe a 2 RBI single. And Devin Knight is coming in. And he's going to slide in safely. 2 RBI single for CT Thomas. Bears lead 4-3.
I tell you what, that kid, he doesn't have the best batting average. He ain't the best hitter on the team, but I'm telling you what, he has had some big hits in big moments this year. He certainly has, and that was one.
Yep, so that gets us to Carter Golish. Carter on the day.
He grounded out his first time up. Hit that humpback liner to Blevins at short.
Okay.
Hit the ball pretty well, but Blevins hit right at him, basically.
Here's the pitch from Birch. Misses up high, and there's the throw down from Young. And Thomas gets back safely. So 2 RBI single gives the Bears the lead by Colin C.T. Thomas.
And the thing is about that hit, too, that's what you do with 2 strikes. You cut your swing down, you take it where it's pitched, and he just shot it right through the hole.
Hard ground ball to shortstop Blevins, who flips over to the second baseman for out number 3, but not before the Bears put 2 more on the board and take the lead back 4-3. And we will go to the bottom of the 3rd inning on NobleBears.tv. Your Noble Bears 4, Sapulpa Chieftains 3. Be sure to come back and join us on NobleBears.tv. We'll be right back.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote. Okay, welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe. And we are back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still on the mound for the Bears, junior Colin Fisher. And leading off for the Chieftains is Blevins. And Jack Blevins, he is the shortstop for the Chieftains, and Blevins is a senior, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yep, struck out swinging his first time up. Yep. So Collins' offense has got him back in the lead here. So
there's a fastball that misses off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Bears lead 4-3. Hits are 6-5. Randy, is that what it says?
Yeah.
Fastball that just misses off the plate. So lefty on lefty again. 2 balls, no strikes. Fisher falls behind. Here's the pitch. Curveball that misses inside on Blevins. So the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes on Blevins.
All right, Colin. Need a pitch here, buddy.
Called strike on the outside corner. Good frame by Harper. Braden.
Yeah, I think Braden stole one there.
Yeah, I think he reaches up there and cleans off home plate as well. So here's the next pitch. It gets away and fouls off. Blevins does. Actually, he swung through it, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he got a piece of it.
Yeah, so Colin wants a different baseball.
Full count. important. Nice, Colin needs to finish the comeback. He got down 3-0, which is not what you want to do when you take the lead back on the leadoff man. But
got to find a way to get the
Yep.
Blevins out.
good comeback here. Need to finish the comeback on this batter.
Full count. Here comes the pitch. And Blevins swings through that, and that is strikeout number 6. Randy?
Number 5.
Number 5 for Colin Fisher. And the all-important, very important first out of the inning.
Yep.
So Blevins goes down swinging. Strikeout victim number 5. Call him back on the bump. He's ready to go, Randy.
Yep.
Taking his time to the plate.
Wilson
is Malachi
here,
Wilson.
he was hit by a pitch. First pitch, kind of a breaking ball down and in, got him on the leg.
Yeah, there's a called strike from Colin, so he gets ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Wilson calls timeout. First baseman for the Chieftains. It's a sophomore, and Colin misses down and away there, so count evens at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. There's a fly ball lifted into right field that Cooper Nash can't see and loses
Can't
it.
see, loses
Gets
it in the
behind
sun.
him, and that's going to get
Be a double.
all the way over to, and he's going to be out, Randy.
They got,
Nice
oh
cut.
my goodness.
Oh, they called him safe.
Oh my goodness.
So Cooper Nash lost it in the sun. It falls just behind him. He retrieves the ball, throws it into second base, and we thought they had him. Nice throw by Cooper, but Wilson slides in safely, and that's going to bring Logan Raines to the plate, the right fielder for the Chieftains.
Going to have a pinch runner
Pinch
for
runner is going to
Wilson.
be number 14, and that is going to be Levi Mathias. He is a sophomore. So the Chieftains have the tying run at second base.
I wonder if the third base coach, it'll be interesting to see if Wilson comes back to first. That shouldn't have been that close, and I think maybe the coach for Sapulpa is agreeing, and Mr. Wilson may be done for the day.
Yeah.
He's got 2 errors and maybe a little bit of a non-hustle fly ball there.
Yep. So here comes the pitch from Colin. Swings through the fastball. No balls, 1 strike.
So the field here is oriented just like the Bears field. Late in the day, that right field you're right in that sun.
Yep. No balls, 1 strike. Curveball
That's a
called
good
strike.
looking pitch right there.
0-2 now.
So Raines walked his first time up.
Colin comes set. Here's the pitch. Swings through the fastball. Harper tags him out. Out number 2 for Colin Fisher and the Noble Bears, and strikeout victim number 6 for Colin. And that's going to bring to the plate number 24, Hayden Lance.
Lance struck out swinging his first time up. He is the 8-hole hitter.
Yeah, 8-hole hitter and playing left field for the Chieftains today.
Yeah, he ended the first, I think, with that strikeout, his first time up.
Fastball away. 1 ball, no strikes on Hayden Lance. Colin gets a sign, comes set. Here's the pitch. Fly ball lifted over in foul territory.
Be
That's
out of
gonna be
play.
play. Harper and Lavelle both give it a look. Colin at pitch number 58.
Yep.
So this will be pitch number 59. Colin comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right? Is it 1-1?
I think it's 2-1.
Yeah, okay.
I think scoreboards
They're
are
a little
wrong.
bit slow on their scoreboard change, so Lance calls time and steps out of the box. Randy and I believe the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Colin. Line drive into right field, right at Cooper
Cooper's
Nash.
got that one.
And he makes the catch, and that's out number 3, and the Bears keep the lead 4-3, and we will go to the top of the 4th. We'll be right back on noblebears.tv right after this.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this.
Welcome back, NobleBears.tv. This is Randy Kersey with Scott Harper. We are at the state tournament where the Bears lead the Sapulpa Chieftains 4-3, going to the top of the fourth inning. The Bears at the top of the order with Bryson Carey, center fielder, up. Connor Birch for Sapulpa, lefty, his fourth inning of work, and he hits Mr. Carey, and one pitch, one base runner.
That's a good start for the Bears.
That's
Randy.
a good start. Bryson got good speed, and he hustles down. There's been a defensive change.
Well, Coach Irvine's arguing that it hit him or not.
Uh-huh. He's wanting an appeal or something. I don't know. But I don't know. It looked to me like it got him. But
I did too.
So
he didn't like the call.
He didn't like the call, but he's heading back. So Bears have their leadoff man, Bryson Carey, on at first. Levi Mathias is down at first base. He replaced the starter there as a pinch runner in that last inning. He's staying in to play defense. So here's Colin Fisher. Colin takes high for ball one. Colin has reached on an error and been hit by a pitch today, so 0 for 1 officially. Comes into the game hitting 400.
Oh. Colin, I think he wanted that.
He wanted that one and just missed.
And I'm telling
Must have been inside.
Between Colin, Braden, and Chris, Randy, they're not getting fastballs.
No, they're not challenging them.
There it was.
That was the same pitch, but that's called a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Carey gets his lead at first.
Still calling.
There's a hot shot to the new first baseman, Malachi.
No, that is Levi Mathias.
Levi Mathias, and he makes a nice backhand stop. Gets the sure out at first, and Carey advances to second. So that's pretty good play coming in off the bench cold, Scott.
Yeah, that's a nice play.
That had some juice on it.
He's another sophomore, Randy.
Yep. So that brings up Braden Harper. Braden is 1 for 2. Singled in the first, was called out on strikes his second time up. He's got a man in scoring position. He takes ball one. So Braden, good RBI man this year. He's got one out there for the getting.
Bryson has good speed, too. So
yep.
Find some grass, find the gap. Let's go, son.
Big breaking ball. He leaves it up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. So ahead in the count, you got to like that. Birch has got to come into him here, or risk falling back 3-0. 1 out in the top of the fourth. Bears up 4-3. And there's a fastball that misses away, and it's 3-0. I don't know, boy. Both Braden and Coach Angler looking in at third. Do we have the take sign or not here? Scott? I don't
think
know.
so,
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Birch has struggled this inning, so.
Yeah. And his pitch count's getting up there too. He's at 68 now. And oh my goodness. That's called strike, but boy, that was not really that close. And Brady didn't think so. Neither did his daddy to my right, nor did I. So 3-1.
All right, let's go.
So now you take the takeoff. You get something you like, you rip it. Good rip. Come up short there. Swung through that fastball. So counts full. Carry on second and scoring position with good speed. Bears already up 4-3, looking to add on. There's a grounder to short, and Bryson ran right in front of him, and I think he could have had him at third.
Yeah,
I'm not sure that was the right base running move by Bryson, but he got away with it because shortstop Blevins just takes the out at first. So a little lucky there, I think, because I think he had him.
He definitely would have been out at third base with a good throw and
Yep.
tag and everything.
So 2 out, Chris level up. Chris hitting cleanup. He takes high for ball 1. Chris has struck out was called out and has grounded out today, so 0 for 2. And this is where you need your senior to drive that run in, Scott.
Yeah, take that 2-run lead.
Boy, he gets a hold of that, and it's way back into the left. It's over the left fielder's head. Carey waltzes in, and Lovell's hustling down to second with a stand-up double, and it's 5-3 Bears.
Nice job, Chris Lavelle.
He smoked that one.
Yes, he did.
So, Bears up 5-3, and may not be done. Cason Anglin 2 for 2. He stands in with Lovell at second, with 2 out here in the Bear fourth. Well, it's good to see Chris get that hit right there. And Cason swings through strike 1. Cason hit an infield single his first time up and then took a line drive to left field, which went with the pitch. And that first swing there, he's back to trying to pull the ball again there, Scott. And, just get it out there in the outfield, man. Serve it out there. He swings through strike 2. So both those balls, it looks to me like Cason trying to pull that ball. And I think you just take that where it's pitched.
Yeah, you get your hands inside and drive it to left field.
Yeah, just hit it hard. Hit it right through that. The shortstop's holding. Yeah, the shortstop's holding. And we know he can do it. He's good at it. He's good at taking the ball the other way. Now, with 2 strikes, maybe he does that. Maybe he cuts his swing down. A lot of hitters do that when they're down to 2 strikes. You're not. So, and he swings through that. It's dropped, but Young retrieves it and fires down to first. He's safe.
And there's nobody at home.
He's safe
Randy.
and nobody home. Throw to home. Lovell scores. And Cason hustles down to second. The throw from catcher Joe Young pulled new first baseman Matthias off, and then Lovell running the whole way, rounds third and comes home, and Young does not hustle back. Sapulpa's coach is out arguing that he was out, but it looked like he'd pulled him off.
Yeah, it did.
So the Bears get a run there. And now we're going to conference. So I think it will be very hard to overturn that. So officially it is a strikeout.
Drop third strike.
But a drop third strike. And an error.
Six to 3 in favor of the Bears.
Yep. So the Bears.
Anglin advanced to second base on the throw home. And here comes junior, number 3, Devin Knight. Devin has I think he's 1 for 2, if I'm not mistaken. Here comes the pitch from Birch. And there's a line drive right at the second baseman who makes a nice play. And out number 3. But not before the Bears get 2 more.
Like those crooked numbers,
Yep,
Scott.
Absolutely, Randy.
So we're going bottom of the 4th. Bears now lead 6-3. And we'll be right back here in Edmond. I'm Randy Kersey with Scott Harper, NobleBears.tv.
Station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
By the catcher. Just a second.
Okay, we are back for the bottom of the fourth inning. And leading off for the Chieftains will be the catcher, Joe Young. And he had the double that reached the wall in left field, right down the left field line.
Yeah, Young jumped on a first pitch fastball, and I mean, he roped it down that left field line. So a dangerous 9-hole hitter.
Yeah, for sure. Ball misses outside, so 1 ball, no strikes. Another line drive.
Well, he smokes another one out there. That's a base hit. Not hit as hard, but in the same spot. Golish over to hold him to a single this time.
Young is a junior, good-looking player.
Yep.
2 for 2 on a kid committed to Arkansas. I'll take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Not for,
Back to the top of the order.
I'm not sure what the
Richards has reached on an error and struck out. So nobody out. Bears up by 3. Both teams have 7 hits. Kind of sloppy, though. 4 errors for Sapulpa, 2 for the Bears.
Some of the Collinsville student section has shown up and joined the Bears section.
There's a high chopper to level at first. It's going to be foul. So Garrett Richards up. And again, Scott, it's important to throw a 0 up there at him this inning here. Nice breaking pitch. Fools Richards. Froze him. 0-2. Calling ahead quickly.
Richards is also a junior, Randy. They got some young players now.
Yep. They're gonna be back next year. Froze him on the outside corner. Called strike 3.
That's the second time he's gotten
for the first out. Yep. That brings up Peter Shipley. Shipley has singled in the first, and he was called out on strikes his second time up. Strikeout number 7 there for Colin. Shipley, another one of these 4 lefties in the lineup for Sapulpa. High for ball 1. I don't know. Jake's playing up on the grass over there. Scott, I don't think they're going to bunt down 3.
No, I don't think they are either, and they're right in the middle of their lineup, right?
Yeah, I mean, I back him up, man. Called strike, curveball on the outside corner. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep that ball in front of you and try to get that lead, that lead runner at second, and you're kind of taking.
You're helping his batting average. There's another boy breaking ball just misses away. 2 balls and a strike. Colin giving these lefties from Sapulpa a good look at his curveball.
Yeah.
And then he comes hard inside and he misses. And so 1 out, 3-1 on Shipley. On deck is Ashton, who has hit the ball well today. That's ball 4.
Ashton kid's coming up.
Ashton has doubled and singled, doubled over Cooper Nash's head in the first. And then had a base hit his last time up. So dangerous hitter. And that ball in the dirt gets away from Braden, and the runners will move up. So not the inning we want here so far.
Well, we took ourselves out of the double play there too, Randy.
Yep. So Ashton's got 2 runners in scoring position. He's 2 for 2. He's ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. And the Bears need him to hit it right at somebody or pop it up here. Curveball misses away. 2 balls, no strikes. And you know, maybe that's what I was just thinking. Maybe you just put him on. I don't know. You mess around here. He checks and fouls that fastball back. I don't know, because the Diaz is up,
on.
and then Blevins, and neither one of them have hurt you today. Sure, we hate to give up a base hit and make it 6-5 here on their best hitter.
Ashton calls time before Fisher delivers.
Well, he was late on that.
He got fooled.
Yeah, he was looking off speed, and Colin came with the heater there. He's a better hitter than that. So he got caught guessing there, did Ashton. And he serves it out into left, and that's going to score 1. They're going to hold the runner. And that's what, and the ball gets through the cutoff man, and Ashton hustles down to second, and that's just unacceptable. I mean, that is an easy play. Get the ball. So we still don't have a double play in order because the ball gets through our cutoff man there. So base hit makes it 6-4, and 2 runners in scoring position here.
Diaz, the batter.
Fouls that and back. So 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. Cleanup man Alejandro Diaz. He is grounded out and flied out. Hit the ball pretty well his last time up, right at Bryson Carey. He calls time. Well, those are little things like that, Scott. Dadgummit in a game like this.
Yep.
There he rips that down the left field line. That's going to score 2. Diaz is all the way into second with a stand-up double. And we are tied, just like that. So 1 out, Jack Blevins coming up, the shortstop. He has struck out twice. Sapulpa has plated 3 with just 1 out, and Diaz still in scoring position here in the bottom of the 4th. So it's going to be one of those, Scott.
Yeah, and Randy, that's the last thing I expected, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I expected a 4-3, 3-2 ball game, something like that, but not a 6-6 game. We haven't even completed 4 innings.
Colin misses low, ball 1. There's a ball served into left, and it's going to dink in there for a base hit. Throw in to the cutoff man, and this time the Bears handle it right, so it's a single, 1st and 3rd. So 1st and 3rd, it brings up Levi Matthias, who is, actually we've got a new hitter here. Matthias had come into first base. It's going to be number 20.
Colby DeGraffenreid.
Colby DeGraffenreid is going to hit for Matthias. We'll see if he comes into first base. 1st and 3rd, 1 out, tie ball game, bottom of the 4th. Sapulpa threatening to take the lead here. So that's the 9th hit for Sapulpa, Scott.
Wow.
And there's a swinging strike way behind that fastball. You know, even when Colin on a day maybe he doesn't have his best stuff, it's still hard to come in off that bench and catch up to that fastball.
Yeah, and to bang out 9 hits and not even be through 4 innings.
Yeah. Throw over to first. Pushes Blevins back. There's a foul ball. A little closer to catching up to that fastball. 0-2 for Colby DeGraffenreid. Logan Raines on deck with 1 out here in the 4th.
Watch that runner at 3rd, Randy.
Fastball misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It was Collins' 82nd pitch. So he's averaging over 20 an inning, which is too many. But Sapulpa's having a lot to do with that today. There's a long fly ball into right field. Nash has got it, but the runner's going to tag at 3rd and score with the go-ahead run, and Sapulpa has now plated 4 here in the 4th. After the sac fly by pinch hitter DeGraffenreid. The runner at first, Blevins, retreats back to first. So 2 out. Brings up Logan Raines. He's walked and struck out swinging in 2 at-bats today. And that ball misses way outside. I don't know, Scott. You know, you wouldn't have thought we'd been thinking about it, but how long do you go with Colin here?
Well,
the look of that pitch right there, he's getting tired.
Yeah, I mean, you ride him as long as you can.
I think so too. I think you're not gonna. There's a swinging miss on a fastball.
Now, obviously, that 120 mark is probably kind of the point where you go, okay, now it's time to get him out.
Fastball misses up. 2 balls and 1 strike. Arm kind of dropped there. His pitch count's not that bad, but they're stressful pitches, and they come without breaks, in between. 30 pitches in 1 inning with runners on base all the time is not like 30 pitches over 3 innings. You get tired in one of them, the other you don't.
Called 3rd strike. He did not grant him timeout.
Didn't give him timeout. So strikeout number 8 for Colin. But the damage is done. The Bears got to go back to work on the offensive end. They came into that inning with a 3-run lead. They leave with a 1-run deficit. So we're going to the top of the 5th. Bears trailing Sapulpa 7-6. And looks like new pitcher for Sapulpa is number
Davis
13.
13?
Is it 13?
Braxton Jones is 13.
So Connor Birch is done for Sapulpa. And Braxton Jones is going to come in. So the numbers on Birch for the day, Bears had seen him 2 or 3 times through the order now. 4 innings, 6 runs, 5 earned, struck out 4, 7 hits, 1 walk, hit 2 batters. So Birch is done. And big, tall, rangy kid here, Braxton Jones on the hill.
He throws a little bit harder than Birch for sure.
Yeah. So going to give you a totally different look here, Scott, from a shorter kid that was a lefty to a big, tall right-hander. So for the 5th here.
Looks like Cooper's leading off, right?
Yep. Give me Nash, Thomas, and Golish. 7, 8, 9 for the Bears, but it's been a good spot in the order for us.
Yeah, they've Colin, of course, has 2 hits, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Cooper has one yet, but
no.
Devin has one, right?
Well, Devin made the last out last inning, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is Nash.
So Nash, Thomas,
Golish, and then to the
back
top.
On top.
Yeah.
So Braxton Jones is through with his warm-up tosses, and we're ready for the top of the 5th inning. We'll keep it here. I'm Scott Harper. He's Randy Kersey. We are in Edmond, Oklahoma at Edmond Santa Fe High School. And this is the quarterfinals matchup between the Bears and the Chieftains in the 5A OSSA State Baseball Championships. First pitch fouled back by Cooper. High fastball that probably would have been a ball. So, got to be disciplined up there. Don't you think, Randy? Was that a strike?
Yep. Yeah, I think it might have been high, but it was one of those that's borderline. It looked awful good.
Oh, good-looking breaking ball for a called strike. So Cooper behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Hopefully Brent Conley can hear me now. Curveball that misses outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We kind of had a frantic setup today.
Yeah.
We had intended on being, well, of course, the game was late, and then the place where we're at, the McAllister radio station was in here, so we kind of had to let them wrap up, and we were trying to get things plugged in
Foul
a hurry.
Ball back over the first base dugout. So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good battle there by Cooper. See if he likes to go to that curveball with 2 strikes, Randy. He threw one really good curveball and one that was off the plate, and then that one there that Cooper just fouled off. So Jones delivers. Down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Out of way to work him, Cooper.
Yeah, make his pitch count go up. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. So Cooper Nash swings through that curveball on the inside.
Yeah, and that was a ball, but looked good for a long time there.
Good-looking pitch from Jones. So 1 out for Jones and the Chieftains, and that's going to bring to the plate number 33, junior Colin Thomas. Thomas had the big RBI single, 2 RBI single in the 4th inning, Randy?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Jones delivers. Misses away. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Colin 2 for 2 today. It looks like the infield has really shifted. I believe that's Blevins at 3rd now. The shortstop is Richards, number 10. 3rd baseman Diaz has moved to 1st, and we got a new ball player there at 2nd base, and I can't tell his number.
I think it's 1-1 on Thomas. Fastball misses away, and 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, 3-0. I'm sorry, 3-0.
Yeah, it's 3-0. Yeah.
Scoreboard operator is not doing a very good job at keeping up here.
There you
misses
go,
away,
Colin.
so Colin draws the walk, and again, does what he does best and gets on base. So that's going to get us to Golish.
Carter's grounded out twice to short. Well, he grounded out and hit in the fielder's choice.
in the Noble student section. Starting to make
a
some
little loud.
noise.
Yep.
Getting loud.
Yep, we need them too.
Loud and proud. So Jones comes set. Thomas over at first base. Carter Golish, the batter. Fastball that missed away, but called strike. So
Haven't really had a chance to see Young throw. I don't know that we will call on a run, but he does.
That's same spot, but curveball that misses away. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for Jones and the Chieftains. Carter Golish, the batter, junior, number 7 for your Noble Bears. Bryson Carey, the freshman, waits on deck. Jones throws over, tries to keep Thomas close. Jones comes set. Thomas extends his lead. Here's the pitch. Misses away. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, ball way outside.
Yeah. Comes the pitch. Down. And Young, he tries to get every call, Randy.
Yeah.
And that's a sign of a good catcher. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it kind of annoys you as as the opposing fan, but 3 balls, 1 strike. Carter swings through that and fouls it back. So 3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2, 1 out. You start the runner. 14 stolen bases over on first. We haven't seen their catcher throw.
I think I do.
I think
Top
I
of the
maybe.
lineup coming up.
I think you start him up.
And Jones comes set, and there
And
goes
there he
Thomas.
goes.
And he
And
misses away. So
attaboy.
Carter Golish draws the walk. Nice call by Randy Kersey. Even though he didn't make the call, it was Brad and Coach Hughes.
I
But,
do not have a buzzer system set up with Coach Hughes.
oh, let's not go there. Okay, so that's going to bring to the plate freshman number 6, Bryson Carey. Bryson 0 for 3 on the day, Randy?
Fly out, struck out, hit by pitch, 0 for 2.
Okay, 0 for 2. So Bryson Carey very much due. Let's go, young man.
Bryson may be more comfortable on a righty, too. That
Yeah.
lefty with the tough breaking balls.
Third baseman in. So fly ball down the left field line.
It's going to be foul.
I don't think it's going to be playable. No, it's
Now,
not.
a lot of foul
A lot
territory
of foul
here.
territory.
Bad for
Good.
batting averages.
Yeah, there's a good 20 yards of foul territory between the fence that goes down the left field line
Yeah.
and the chalk that goes down the
It's like
left field. So
if you're a major league fence like Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum, you get a football field in foul ground there. You know, nobody from Oakland has ever won the batting title because they have too many foul outs. You lose too many at bats.
So no balls, 1 strike on Bryson Carey. And there's a pitch that misses way outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones hasn't thrown like.
He looked good against the first hitter,
Yeah,
and
and then
from
he's kinda
there
struggled
he's
since
struggled
then.
to find the strike zone.
So Jones comes set, checks Colin Thomas at second base. Here's the pitch. Line drive into right field. That's going to get. I can't tell if he caught it or not.
Yeah, he caught it. He's
Okay,
tagging
so
and going to
tagged up.
third.
So Thomas-
Nice play.
Nice play by the right fielder.
Logan Raines.
Yeah, Logan Raines. So
It's a long way out there, and
Yeah.
it's hard to tell, but
well hit ball by Bryson, and
He-
one that probably is extra bases.
stuck that glove up there at the last minute.
Yeah.
Corralled it.
So I think they're going to put Fisher on and pitch to Harper here, maybe, or they're going to talk about how they pitched to Colin anyway. Coach Stephen Irvine Jr. is going to have a conversation with Mr. Jones about that very thing.
So 2 out, and Thomas is at third on the sac fly. Gullish had to go back to first. You don't challenge that. You don't make the third out at second there with your 400 hitter coming up.
Nope.
So probably by staying at first, if he did go to second, there's no question you'd probably walk Colin here.
And what's Colin on the day? Randy?
So Colin has been hit by pitch, reached on there and grounded out.
Okay.
Hadn't really got the ball out of the infield. He's hit the ball hard a couple of. First baseman made a really nice backhand play his last time up. Ball he
So
pulled right down the
Jones comes set.
line.
Steps off.
So Mr. Jones is a little wild. It'd be a nice little wild pitch even maybe here, huh? Maybe a
I would
curveball
take
in the
that.
dirt.
Yeah.
We got timeout called, and I'm not sure why.
Maybe the umpire might have had some dirt in his eye or something.
Dirt
I'm
in
not
his
sure.
mouth, dirt in his eye.
Yeah, nonetheless,
Well,
Collins back in the box. Jones is back on the rubber. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball that misses inside and gets
Good
away from the
take.
catcher.
good take there, Colin. He started the swing on that, but that was a breaking ball. Started in the zone and broke down and in.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs for the Bears.
Probably not going to let Collins see a fastball.
I wouldn't think so. Jones delivers. Curveball that misses inside again and almost got Fisher again
Yeah.
on the.
Although, you know,
right
the risk here of walking Colin is that would be, I mean, Jones has had trouble finding the strike zone. Now you got the bases loaded, and hey, you can't walk another one.
No, you can't. You got to pitch to Harper, and you got.
So that you think Colin might get a pitch or two to hit here.
That's not it. So
Nope.
3-0.
So now you give him the take, don't you think?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think they're going to throw him a strike, and
Now Coach Anglin looking in the dugout.
he's looking at Hughes to see
Yeah.
whether or not to give him the green light.
Now it's
No
right
strike.
down the middle.
So no green light there, obviously.
Nope. But
3
I bet he's
balls.
got it now.
I bet he does too. 3 balls, 1 strike. I'm not sure what's going on.
I think the home plate umpire's having some trouble. Somehow he's stepped out twice now in this at bat. And he needs they're bringing him some water. So yeah, I don't know. I hope he's okay. It's hot out there, and he's not a spring chicken. Coming from a guy who's not a spring chicken. So, you know, that was not an insult. That's just he's my brother in that.
There you go. So Bears down by 1 to Sapulpa Chieftains in the Class 5A OSSAA quarterfinals here at Edmond Santa Fe High School in Edmond, Oklahoma. And I think we're good now. Home plate umpire, whatever the issue was, he's got it resolved. And 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs for the Bears. Braxton Jones on the mound for the Chieftains. Here's the pitch.
Swung on down the left field
down the
line.
left field line. That's going to be over the wall, but foul by probably 15 to 20 feet. So Colin hit it a ton.
Yep.
And he got the fastball, Randy. And
Yep. 2 of Collins' homers this year have been to left field.
so the runner will be going at first. And there he goes. Now curveball misses inside. And that's going to be a walk. And that's going to bring up senior
That
number
ball was
16, Brady
just
Harper.
up.
Yeah, it missed inside, high and inside. So bases are juiced now for the Bears and Braden Harper. So
Braden singled, called out on strikes, and grounded out. He's 3 times up today.
hit the hard ground ball at the shortstop in his last at bat. So
Find a way to get that guy in from third here.
gosh,
Oh, my goodness.
he called that a strike. And I mean, the catcher
That
is
ball's-
pulling it back in.
Clearly, I think they need to take another timeout and give him another drink of water, Scott.
So no balls, 1 strike on Braden Harper. Here comes the pitch from Jones. Curveball that misses up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs for Jones and the Chieftains. A couple of RBIs out there for Braden if he can find some grass, Randy. Here comes the pitch from Jones. Gets away from
There
the
we
catcher.
go. That's
going
what
to be
we'll
a
take
run.
it.
And Colin Thomas comes in and score.
Yep, tied it up.
And Carter Golish moves over to third base. Colin Fisher over to second.
Just not a competitive pitch at all.
No. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Harper, right?
Yep, 2-1. And now we're talking about taking the lead.
Yeah, so that ties it up, right?
Yep.
And update our scoreboard.
7-7. 2 balls and a strike, 2 runners in scoring position.
Jones comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball that misses up high. So 3 balls, 1 strike on senior Braden Harper. Stay in your legs, son. Drive the ball. Hit the gaps. Let's go. Fouled straight back. Count goes to full.
Got the fastball a little up in the zone. He just got under it there. He was on it. Full count.
Bears and Chieftains tied at 7 here in the top of the 6th.
Timeout. No, he didn't give it to him.
Nope. There's a shot down the right field line that goes foul. Count remains 3-2. Runners will not be moving. There's an open base at first. Chris Lavelle waits on deck for your Noble Bears. Jones gets his sign from Young. Comes set. Fouls that one back, Harper does.
Attaboy, good at bat.
Yep. Stay alive.
Fouled off 3 straight. So Jones has come in. He's 32 pitches this inning, Scott.
Wow. Okay, here we go.
Attaboy.
Curveball that Braden takes for ball 4, and that's going to bring up senior number 8, Chris Lavelle, and the bases are loaded for your Noble Bears, and we're going to have a courtesy runner for Braden.
So Lovell, 1 for 3, had a double over the left fielder's head, and we've got a visit from the
Coach Irvine's going to come out
Sapulpa
there.
coach. It's like, hey.
Trevor Rudd is going to be the pinch runner for Braden Harper. Trevor's seeing his first action this afternoon.
And there's going to be a new pitcher.
Oh, wow. How many pitches was that for him, Randy?
32, so he
can come
he
back.
can come back, yeah. So it's going to be 23, Ashton, the
23?
center fielder, I think, or is it number 3?
I think that's Caden Ashton.
Yeah, it's the center fielder. Ashton's coming in to pitch from center.
And again, nothing that really blows you away. He's not throwing 90 plus or anything like that. He's not even probably throwing, low 80s.
Yeah, so I don't know who the new center fielder, and that is a long way out there, Scott. I'm sure I can't see it.
No, that's out of my range as well, Randy. You're standing on the edge of Guthrie and Edmond, I think. So Caden Ashton's going to be the new pitcher for the Chieftains.
24, 25?
Yeah.
See if they have a...
They have a 24 and a 25. And outfielder is number 24. Infielder is Wyatt Fowler. He's 25. So
that's going to be
with
Hayden
Fowler.
Lance.
Yeah, Hayden Lance.
24. I thought that's what it looked like.
Hasn't he been in the lineup?
No.
Yeah, Hayden Lance.
he's
been in left field.
He's been in left, so we got a new left fielder then. So I don't know. So I'm looking for a number for their second baseman too. I still hadn't figured. Is that number 6? Number 2? I think it's the kid standing there to the right of the mound. Number 2.
2. Yeah, so that
he's
is
the new
Gage Kramer. He is a junior.
So we have a left fielder. So, okay. So we just need to get a number on that left fielder. But anyway.
So here we go.
Yeah,
We are back.
Chris Level doubled, big hit his last time
drove
up.
it over the left fielder's head.
The wind blowing out to left, and new left fielder, so let's test him again. Bases loaded.
So the first base umpire is hustling down there to get back in position. And here we go. We're ready. Caden Ashton, the new pitcher for the Sapulpa Chieftains. The batter for your Bears, number 8, senior Chris Lavelle. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball for a called strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. And I think I didn't see him throw a whole lot of fastballs, Randy. So if I'm Chris, I'm up in that box.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on that curveball, and I'm finding grass.
Staying away from
Chris
him.
offers that. Does not get not a called strike.
Pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close, but he didn't break the
No.
lane. So 1 ball,
They
1
appealed to
strike.
first base.
They appealed, and he said safe.
Yep.
So 1 ball, 1 strike on senior Chris Lavelle.
Got to throw him strikes, so.
Yeah, there's nowhere to put him. Trevor Rudd at first, running for Braden Harper, who drew the walk. Here's the pitch. Outside and away.
Not even
Ashton
close.
misses. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, Randy said it. I mean, not even a close pitch. Colin Fisher at second and Carter Golish at third. Sit on that curveball, Chris. Let's go, young man.
Fastball.
Called strike.
Boy.
You hate to be critical of
You got to
umpire,
protect
but this.
Yeah, you got to protect the plate now.
Yeah.
You can't watch that pitch
No.
right there again.
You got to swing it. Curveball down in the dirt. So Chris works the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now your runners will be moving.
Yep.
Because there is not an open base. So we're either going to go up by 1, Randy, or maybe more, or we're going to be done for the inning. So let's hope for the latter. Ashton comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a hard ground ball at the shortstop that he fields, throws over to the first baseman, and out number 3. Dang it. So Bears tied up. We are knotted at 7, headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. I am Scott Harper. He is Randy Kersey. We will be right back on NobleBears.tv.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
So welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma, where the Bears and the Sapulpa Chieftains are locked at 7, going to the bottom of the 5th. So been a high-scoring affair, which we didn't anticipate. And I'm not sure what's going on here. The Bears are leaving the field. Cason Anglin was coming in to pitch, but the Bears have left the field. And I don't know what is going on. It doesn't, I mean, looking out in front of me, there's no weather, but I don't know if there's weather or in the area or what. So we do not have an explanation. Bears, Cason Anglin was out taking his warm-up pitches. and the umpires called the Bears off the field. Huh?
We think it's the umpire heat exhaustion.
Okay. So they're going to. So the home plate umpire was having some problems in the last inning. We're told that he may be done for the day. He's heat exhaustion. So they've pulled the teams off the field probably to get another umpire, either one of the other two, geared up to call balls and strikes.
Yeah.
Although,
And instead of leaving the boys out there in the heat.
we can do it from right here, Scott.
We
Do
can.
they know that?
Yeah, I mean.
Why don't you run down there and tell them?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah. But no, they're going to get I don't know. There's probably an alternate umpire here. Don't you imagine?
Yeah, but they got to get somebody geared up to take over
Yeah.
behind home plate
So
because
it's gonna
that's the
take-
individual that was having the issues.
Yeah. So the big news, though, Scott, is Colin Fisher's done on the hill today.
Oh, okay, really?
Case in England was warming up. Colin's going to go to first, level over to third. Jake Williams moves from third to short. And Case in England is coming in to pitch. So Colin, he battled, struck out 8 in, 5 innings? But they hit the ball. 9 hits. He gave up 9 hits. Had some, could have got a little more help on defense on a couple occasions,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
that
how many
really
errors-
wasn't the problem.
They have us for 2 errors. How many errors do you have us for, Randy?
I have us for 1, but I think it's the one.
The little dribbler in
Yeah.
the first inning on Thomas.
Yeah, well, I thought I had us for 2 because I thought the ground ball to England I had marked as an error. But anyway, I'll have to check my numbers there.
Well, we certainly hope the home plate
Yeah.
umpire.
He was struggling, had to time out a couple of times there. So looks like just coming back with 2 umpires. So one of the field umps looks like is going to move.
Maybe I should have ran down there, Randy, because they can take both those individuals, put them in the field, and we can call ball and strike,
Yeah, absolutely.
like you said.
Yeah, it looks like, well, I don't know. Is that the same home plate umpire? They're talking to him.
It looks like the same gentleman.
So we don't know what's going on. Let's go to a break here, and we'll come back before when the teams take the field again. And take this opportunity to thank Nathan's Automotive, Aaron Noble, one of our big sponsors, great supporters of all things Noble Public Schools.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the heck out of them, and good folks too. If you need help, anything at all with your car, they're going to take good care of you. Going to be honest about it. So thank you so much to them and our other advertisers. Watch those ads and go patronize those folks. They're making this possible. So we're going to come back after we get things resolved here. We're going to the bottom of the 5th with the Bears and Sapulpa tied 7-7 here in the first round of the state tournament. We'll be back right after this.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
So back here at Edmond, Oklahoma, where the Bears and Sapulpa are tied at 7 going to the bottom of the 5th, and we've got a delay in the game. Home plate umpire, I believe, was suffering from heat exhaustion, so we're waiting either on another umpire or for one of the other two to change into the gear. state tournament has 3 umpires instead of the normal 2, so I don't know if the situation will be that there's another ump waiting here, a reserve, or if we'll continue the game with just 2 umpires. So that's the delay right now. So we're gonna just wanted to check back in case you're just tuning in and wondering why we're just running commercial after commercial, because we don't have any baseball right now. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Bears just tied in the top of the 5th, tied Sapulpa 7-7. So we'll be back. This is Randy Kersey on NobleBears.tv, and we'll be back when the teams take the field again to bring you the rest of this game.
Your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your community.
So welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma. After a little bit of a delay, we've got a new home plate umpire. Hopefully the home plate umpire is okay. We're being told heat exhaustion, so they pulled the teams from the field until the reserve, who was probably here on the premises, got dressed. And so bottom of the fifth, Kason Anglin is in for the Bears pitching. It's Colin Fisher's day is through on the mound. And he fires strike one in there to Hayden Lance. Lance, the 8-hole hitter, he's 0 for 2.
Good-looking curveball from Kaysen there for strike number 2. And he goes to 0-2 on Lance. Where's number 24 for the Chieftains? Kaysen winds, delivers, called third strike. Man, couldn't ask for a better start right there. From junior, number 10, Kaysen Anglin. Comes in, strike, out.
Yep.
Nice job, Kaysen.
So here, this guy's been a little bit of a nemesis today. Joe Young.
Young catcher.
Yep. 2 for 2, doubled in the left field line and a single to left.
Yeah, he's a
9-hole hitter.
good-looking hitter. See if Kaysen can get him on his heels. Oh. Fastball that misses off the plate just a little bit. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out for Anglin and the Bears. Another line drive into left field, another hit for Joe Young.
I don't think that kid knows how to do anything but that.
So the Chieftains get a runner on at first base after a single by Joe Young, the catcher. And that's going to bring up number 10. This is the
Richards, he's at short now. Started the game at second. The book on Colin Fisher's done today. 4 innings, Scott, 5 earned runs, 7 runs total. 8 strikeouts, 9 hits. So there's a rope to right.
Another base runner for the Chieftains. So after Anglin got the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 6th with a strikeout, the next 2 batters both single. And that gets us to number 21, I believe. And that is Shibley.
Shipley singled, struck out looking, and walked today in 3 plate appearances. Need a little double play ball here.
Here's the pitch from Anglin. There's a foul ball that gets out into foul territory. So no balls, 1 strike.
Shipley and Ashton on deck. Ashton 3 for 3 today.
So between Ashton and Young,
that's
7 hits.
They have they got 11 hits now.
Oh, okay, 11.
Yep.
Oh, the 2 this inning, yeah.
Base hit to right. They're going to hold him. Good throw from Cooper out there. So
bases loaded now for the Chieftains. Just 1 out.
3 pitch strikeout and then 3 hard hit singles.
Yeah. So
and
that gets us to Ashton.
Probably their best hitter coming up.
Yeah.
Ashton is double to right, singled twice to left.
Corners are in for the Berry infield. There's a hard ground ball into right field. That's going to score 2. And Cooper Nash gets over, retrieves it, throws into second base.
Good hustle there by Ashton out of the box.
For a double, so.
And all of a sudden, Case is not missing too many bats here.
And I think they've hit 4 straight pitches, Randy.
Yep.
So 9-7 now in favor of the Chieftains. They just keep swinging it, Randy.
Pena up. Pena's grounded out, flied out, and doubled to the left field wall.
This is their 4-hole or 3?
Yeah, this is their 4-hole. 9-7 now, Sapulpa.
Line drive into the gap, and that's going to get down.
That's all the way to the fence.
Wall, and that's going to be 3 bags for Diaz.
Yep. 2 more runs.
And 2 more runs are going to score. Why are we throwing They did a
Boy.
close play, but Diaz in with a triple,
Sapulpa.
2 RBI triple, and now it's 11-7.
Taking this game into their own hands here in a hurry.
And I seriously think that's 5 straight pitches, Randy.
Yeah, they're not even taking pitches. They're just just ripping.
And at some point, you gotta go out there and get Casey.
Yeah.
Fouls that one back, and the batter is number 3, and that is Jack Blevins.
4 runs in, runner at third with 1 out. Blevins 1 for 3 today, a single, couple strikeouts.
Blevins calls time and steps out of the box. Diaz down at third base after a bases clearing 2 RBI triple for the Chieftains, makes it 11-7 in favor of Sapulpa.
That's going to score another run.
We have fly ball into center field that Bryson Carey catches, but
Yeah.
Diaz scoots home, makes it 12-7 in favor of the Chieftains.
Looked like Cooper was all over that. I mean, it was too deep. It didn't matter who caught it.
Right.
That run was going to score. But Bryson stepped in there at the last minute. So base is empty.
Called strike on number 2, and that is Gage Kramer.
Kramer came in to play second base.
Swings through that one, so 0-2 on Kramer. Bears are going to have some work to do, Randy.
A lot of work and 6 outs to do it in.
Yeah. So Kaysen misses outside there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for England and the Bears. England gets a sign, winds, delivers, ground ball foul over towards the first base dugout. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. England delivers, misses outside. Count goes to 2-2.
Well, the bats for Sapulpa have certainly come alive. 12 hits, 13 hits now on the day.
There's a fly ball into center field that Bryson Carey backs up, makes the catch, and that's going to be out number 3. But, wow, the Chieftains came out swinging the bats as soon as Kaysen England stepped on the rubber, Randy.
Yep.
And after a quick strikeout, the next 5 batters had a hit of some sort.
Yep, and they were no doubters.
Yeah, and all well-hit balls. They squared up on them, and they get 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning, and they stretched the lead. They were down by 1 headed into that inning, right?
No, it was tied.
No, it was
We had tied it in the
7-7.
top, 7-7, and then, boy, they played 5.
So that makes it 12-7 in favor of the Chieftains. The Bears aren't done. They got 6 outs to go. Leading off for the Bears will be Kaysen England, and then he'll be followed by Devin Knight and Cooper Nash. So we'll take a quick break while Caden Ashton takes his warm-up tosses, and we'll be right back on NobleBears.tv.
With more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games, so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person.
So welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma, where the Bears trail the Sapulpas 12-7, going to the top of the sixth. And, boy, it was a 7-7 game, Scott, and Sapulpa came alive that last inning after the pitching change. Colin Fisher going out. Cason Anglin took the mound, and he leads off the inning here. And he fouls the first one back. Cason, 2 for 3 today, a couple of singles. Reached on a drop third strike that actually scored a run. And the Bears looked like they were in control of this ball game, Scott, at 6-3 with Colin on the mound.
Yeah, and Sapulpa just keeps swinging the bat, Randy, and they just won't go away. And now they've got the lead and a good lead at that.
Yep, 5 runs on 5 hard. There's a line drive up the middle, base hit, Cason Anglin. That's a way to respond.
Queso.
Third hit of the day for Cason. That brings up Devin Knight. Devin has walked, singled, and lined out.
And that was the Bears' 8th hit of the day, Randy.
Yep.
13 for Sapulpa.
So Caden Ashton is Sapulpa's third pitcher. One on, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Curveball misses low from Ashton. Anglin on first with a decent lead. Probably not going anywhere. Down 5, you don't get thrown out stealing, that's for sure.
No, and you got to every base runner counts right here, Randy.
Yep.
So
The outs are
at a premium.
at a premium, yep. Fastball misses in. 2 balls, no strikes. To Devin Knight. On deck is Cooper Nash, the Bear right fielder. Fastball fouled back. Had a good cut at that
Yeah,
one.
he did have a good cut.
Devin's got some power after that Florida trip. I thought we were going to see some home runs out of him this year, but he had the long bomb in Florida and hadn't got another one out. But he's had some big hits this year.
He has.
A lot of doubles. Good looking hitter. Junior.
Young man that has every intentions of playing baseball at the next level, Randy. Devin does.
Yep. Slow curveball. Swings through that. That didn't break much, but there's just such a change in speeds.
Well, it looks like Diaz has moved over to first base now.
Yeah. Diaz is at first. Blevins has moved from short to third. Richards from second to short.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
Gage Kramer's in at second. Low ball. Runs the count to full. Nobody out. 1 on for the Bears. And
It's good plate discipline by Devin
Yep.
there.
yep. Seven runs on 8 hits for the Bears. Timeout call by Knight. 12 runs, 13 hits for the Chieftains. Kind of a sloppy game. Couple errors by the Bears, 4 by Sapulpa. Also, Sapulpa's had some wild pitch pass ball problems. Ball's low, and the Bears have the first 2 on.
Good at bat, Devin.
Yep, in the top of the 6th. Brings up Cooper Nash. So you know, you're three pitchers into Sapulpa. So, you know, 5 runs is not insurmountable, Scott. You're not going against our ace anymore.
Nope.
So what we need here is good base running, good plate discipline. He puts one in there, lace it somewhere.
And Randy,
If he doesn't put one in there, take the walk.
looking at our stats right now, we have 2,474 IP addresses logged on. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Nash takes outside ball 1.
And there's a ton of people here, too.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
that tells you the popularity of Noble baseball right now.
Yep. 26-11 on the year. Second straight appearance in the state baseball tournament. Cooper squares, pulls back, takes it for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think he must have done that on his own. Surely you're not bunting here, Scott, down 5.
No, I mean, you would like to move the runners up 90 feet, obviously, but
Again, you give them an out. That out's way more important than that
Exactly.
base right now. I mean, there's a tapper up the middle. Oh, that's a good hustle there by Cooper. Beats out the double play. That looked like Ashton got a hand on it. If he hadn't, it might have gone through for a hit. And it redirected a little bit there for Richards. He had to kind of go back to his right. It just took a little too long. Cooper runs too well. So fielder's choice there. Retires the runner. Anglin moves up to third. Brings up Colin Thomas. He swings through a slow curve, strike 1. Colin 2 for 2 today with a walk, so he's been on base all 3 times. Had a big two RBI single.
Get another one, CT.
Yep, need another one here. Fastball down. 1-1. Nash at first. Anglin at third after leading off with a solid single to center. Carter Golish on deck. Another slow curve. Colin, probably a ball, but looks too good to lay off of there. Colin a good 2-strike hitter, though. I think both his hits today were with 2 strikes, Scott.
I believe you're right, Randy.
So he's behind 1 ball, 2 strikes, so maybe he has him right where he wants him. The old fake to third, look to first play that I've never seen work.
That makes 2 of us, Randy. I've never seen that work either, so.
Fastball by him for the strikeout. So 2 down, brings up Carter Golish. Carter 0 for 2 today. Ground out, hit into a fielder's choice, and walked. Walked his last time up. So he's a 9-hole hitter. Back to the top, Bryson Carey on deck. So don't need to leave that guy at third. We need to get a couple runs here. Give us a shot in the last inning there, Scott.
Yeah, Carter's due, Randy.
Curveball misses up. Yeah, we need to get this order rolled over back to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get Colin up there with Colin Fisher with some men on base here. Fastball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. To junior Carter Golish. Come in today hitting .339. 0 for 2 today. Still had a very good year offensively. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. Started to get after it, but laid off and Ashton gets the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and third for the Bears, trailing by 5 here in the 6th. Runner goes. Ball's high. Nash will take second, uncontested. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he rung him up. Looked a little outside, but Carter kind of offered at it. I don't think he swung. I don't think he went through the zone, but I think the ump just called it a strike anyway. And he gets up there and dusts the plate off. And I wish he'd have done that before that pitch, Scott, because I think it was outside. But no runs for the Bears. Leave 2 men on. That is 11 runners left on base for Noble. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th, and it looks like England's coming back out for the 6th inning. So we'll be back after this. It's bottom of the 6th, Sapulpa 12, Noble 7. We'll be back at noblebears.tv.
And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
So we're back here, bottom of the 6th. Bears trailing 12-7. Sapulpa coming up, looking to add on. Cason Anglin in for his 2nd inning of work. He misses low and away. The hitter is Logan Raines, the right fielder for Sapulpa. Raines has walked and struck out twice today. There's a fastball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And this was a tight ball game, but Sapulpa plated 5 in the last inning and really hit the ball hard. And Raines is called. The home plate umpire says he went. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Misses high on that fastball. 2-2 on deck, Hayden Lance, center fielder. In the hole, Joel Young, the catcher, 9-hole hitter, has hit 3 frozen ropes to left field. There's a good curveball that Raines swings through for the first out of the inning. And the 2nd strikeout for Cason Anglin. Struck out the leadoff man in the last inning, too, and then it went south a little bit. Here's Lance, and he is the guy that struck out in the leadoff the last inning, so Sapulpa almost batted around last inning. Cason misses low for ball 1. Lance up. Joe Young on deck. There's a swinging miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lance has struck out twice and hit a line out. Ball way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Cason kind of dropped down there from 3/4 a little bit. Got away from him. 2-1, 1 out. There's a fly ball into center right at Bryson Carey. He takes a step in, takes a step back, and hauls it in for the 2nd out. So it brings up Joe Young. He's hit 3 line drives to left, a double and 2 hard singles. Obviously, the first time we've seen Sapulpa this year, Scott, but I don't know why Joe Young's hitting 9.
It's a great question.
There's a curveball he swings through. No balls, 1 strike.
because he's been outstanding at the plate.
And you know, they're not cheap hits. I mean,
No, they're shots.
They were screaming memes. Big cut there. Ball down in the dirt. He looks a little anxious this time up. 0-2. So be careful here, Kaysen. Throw him another ball just out of the strike zone. See if he'll chase it.
Braden's setting up high.
And Young takes that high for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Bears need to get Young retired, and they're down to their last 3 outs. And there's a fastball, drop down sidearm, and got it by him. So good job, good inning there, Kaysen. So we're going to the top of the 7th, and the Bears' season is on the line. They trail by 5. We are at the top of the batting order, Scott. Bryson Carey, Colin Fisher, and Braden Harper. So this is where you want to be if you got to get 5 runs.
Yep.
And, hey, stranger things have happened.
Absolutely.
Sapulpa, again, Caden Ashton coming in, and he's the third pitcher. This is his 3rd inning. Sapulpa has not played stellar defense today with 4 errors. So, hey, you got to believe, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to go up there and finish strong and, just go down swinging, leave it all out there for, I know my son could be his last at-bat as a high school baseball player and before he goes to college next fall. So Chris Lavelle, same thing. Cooper Nash, same thing. And then obviously Caden Dominy hasn't played this season, but he's been there in the dugout every step of the way. So a lot of their 4 of those boys, this could be their last high school baseball game. So
Yep.
they'll go down swinging, I promise you. So, but Ashton is completing his warm-up tosses. Joe Young throws down to second base. And here we go.
So Bryson Carey leading it off.
Yep, Bryson leading off for the 7th inning. Bears down to their final 3 outs, like Randy mentioned. Going to have to get a 5 spot or a 6 spot to extend this to the bottom of the 7th inning. If they do not, the season will be over. They'll finish 26-12, Randy.
Yep.
So here we go. Let's go, Bryson Carey.
Bryson 0 for 3, reached base on hit by pitch.
There's a fastball that misses down. 1 ball, no strikes. Ashton winds. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes.
Got to make him throw strike 1, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're taking it until he throws a strike. And there it is. There's a called strike on a curveball. Breaks in there for strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Bryson Carey batting for your Noble Bears. Here's the pitch from Ashton that misses up high. 3 balls, 1 strike. I'll put the take on right here, Randy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Here comes the pitch from Ashton. Down in the dirt.
There we go.
Bears have the leadoff runner on. Bryson Carey goes 90 feet down to first base, and that's going to bring up number 18, junior, Colin Fisher. And head coach Stephen Irvine Jr. is going to go out and have a quick talk with his senior, Caden.
Center fielder's coming in, so I think there's a pitching change here.
Wow.
Ashton heading back to center.
Well, how many pitches is Ashton at?
33.
Okay. So he can, I think he could probably, not that.
I don't think he's one of their main guys. He could probably relieve tomorrow or the next. I mean, I think he can, if you throw under 50, he may not be able to pitch again until Saturday.
Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
So it looks like the new pitcher is going to be
center fielder.
And that young man's number is
24.
And that's
Lance.
Hayden Lance. He's a junior.
So they're just switching Lance and Ashton. So 4 pitchers for Sapulpa today, and I mean, not what they envisioned, I'm sure. Certainly the Bears didn't envision their success against our pitching today.
No, I didn't.
No.
I mean, I'll just be completely honest. It never entered my mind that they would hit Colin the way they did, but they did. So
and really started the first inning. Ashton doubled over the right over Nash's head and right the first inning. So they put it in play. Colin got his strikeouts, 8 and 5 innings, but when they put it in play, they ripped it.
So again, the Bears down to their final 3 outs. And on the season, Colin Fisher is going to be the batter. And Hayden Lance is now the pitcher for the Sapulpa Chieftains here in the top of the 7th inning. Bryson Carey drew a walk in the first at-bat of the inning. And Lance is going to throw as many warm-up pitches as he can get. So.
Yep.
So.
Tall, rangy right-hander. Kind of got that Noah Syndergaard look, but doesn't throw that hard.
No, he doesn't throw that hard, thank goodness. Waiting on deck, senior Braden Harper. But junior, number 18, Colin Fisher, is the batter right now.
Collins reached on an error and grounded out, and he's been hit and walked. So no hits today.
Fastball down in the dirt from Lance. So 1 ball, no strikes. Harper waits on deck, Lavelle in the hole, Bryson Carey at first base. Lance comes set. Here's the pitch. Swings through the curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike on.
Lance dropped down sidearm there, give him a different look.
Comes the pitch from Lance. Fouled into the Sapulpa, over near the Sapulpa dugout.
Colin has seen nothing but breaking balls today.
Yeah. And the fastball he did see was on a 3-0 count.
Yeah.
That we didn't give him the green light on, or if we did, he didn't swing. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lance comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Might have been a fastball, but way inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Colin Fisher.
3-1, and need a base runner. Another base runner.
Yep.
Another one after that.
Curveball that hangs, and Colin drives foul down over towards the first base dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs for the Bears. Fastball that gets away from the catcher, Young, and that's going to allow Bryson Carey to move over to second base. So now the Bears have a runner in scoring position and a full count on Colin Fisher. Still no outs for the Chieftains and Lance.
Full count.
Yep, full count. So no outs. Here comes the payoff pitch from Lance to Fisher. Curveball that misses up. So Colin draws the walk. He'll move down to first base, and that's going to bring up senior, number 16, in what most likely is his final high school at-bat, Randy.
No, he's going to bat tomorrow too, Scott.
Okay, all right. Well, what could be his final high school at-bat.
Yeah. So, boy, if you're the coach, Steve Irvine, you are pulling your hair out over there. You got a 5-run lead, and you can't throw a strike.
Fastball that Braden swings through. So
the only thing the only way this game really gets away from you is stuff like that, right?
Yep.
If you're Sapulpa.
So runners at first and second for the Bears.
Froze him there, inside corner.
0-2 on Braden. There's a ground ball that gets away from the
kicked it.
shortstop and kicked it.
That's the other thing that lets the other team get back in this game. An error for Richards.
And
Richards,
Braden safe at first.
yeah,
Stayed out of the double play. Didn't even get an out. So no outs. And you're right, Randy. Besides not throwing strikes by Lance not coming in and throwing strikes and walking kids, then you have an error, the 5th one on the day for Sapulpa, and now the bases are loaded for number 8, senior Chris Lavelle.
Chris 1 for 4.
Swings through that breaking ball.
Had a long double.
Yeah, he did. He lined it over the left fielder's head, right up against that Kane sign out on the left field wall. Early in the game, I think it was his second at bat, maybe his third, but 0-1 on Chris. Swings to that curveball, 0-2.
Dropped down from the side there, gave him a different look, and Chris out in front on that curveball. He's got to protect here.
Braden Harper at first, Colin Fisher at second, Bryson Carey at third. Bases are loaded for the Bears and Chris Lavelle. Lance misses outside there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's go, Chris.
Froze him. It was there. You got to swing at that.
Yep. So
2 strikes you got to protect.
Chris goes down looking, and that's the first out of the inning for for Lance and the Chieftains. And that's going to bring to the plate number 10, Cason Anglin.
Cason 3 for 4. So he's kind of been the best Bear hitter today.
Here comes the pitch from Lance. There's a hard ground ball at shortstop. It could be 2, and it is.
Yep. Hit a hard.
That's going to do it for the Bears. And Sapulpa has advanced to the semifinals in the OSSAA 5A state championships. And by virtue of a 12-7 victory over your Noble Bears. And both teams are going to shake hands. And Randy and I will take a quick break, and we'll be right back on NobleBears.tv.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a
Okay, welcome back to Edmond. Edmond Santa Fe High School. Your Bears just went down 12-7 to the Sapulpa Chieftains. Not really that well played of a game on either sides, Randy. Both teams hit the ball a lot, but 5 errors for the Chieftains. I think 2 or 3 for the Bears.
Yep, 2 for the Bears.
2 for the Bears. So not a very clean baseball game, but why don't you recap it real quick, and then we'll get out of here.
So the Bears get 7 runs on 8 hits, a couple of errors, left 13 men on base, Scott.
Wow.
Sapulpa, 12 runs on 14 hits, which is a shocker. 5 errors, which is a shocker, that they overcome 5 errors, and they left 6 men on base. The loss was going to go to Cason Anglin, who came in with the game tied and gave up 5 runs there in the bottom of the 5th. That was when Sapulpa really put the distance between them and us, and that late in the game, that inning, that was just a backbreaker. After Colin Fisher left after 4, which surprises all of us. I think everybody in Noble probably surprised by that. And hey, there are days that things just don't go your way. Sapulpa was really ready to hit the ball today, and they hit the ball hard on him. And we talked about, not to make excuses, because I don't think Colin would do that, nor would Shane or or any of the coaches, but game started an hour late. When I got here, I watched Collins stand over there in the sun for an hour, and and you know, that's not ideal. But hey, their guys had to do it too. So,
Yep.
but you know, all in all, disappointing. But gosh, great year.
Great season for the Bears.
Yep, 26-12. Tough schedule. Played well. Made it to the state tournament, second year in a row. Would have been the third year in a row, I believe, had it not been for COVID.
Yeah.
And the outgoing seniors, got to hand it to them. You know, I was thinking coming up here, Scott, that these seniors, and not just in baseball, but this senior class, the senior soccer girls the other night, all the kids, you know, it hadn't been a normal high school for them. They have not had high school like we would have thought, and even just going to school. They were for so long they can't go to school, or there's just so many things that these kids have had to overcome and deal with that they didn't have the high school you and I had, and but they're good kids, and everybody did the best they could. They did, their teachers did, their coaches did, and back-to-back state championship appearances is something that's only been done one other time at Noble. So, so congratulations to them. Couldn't be prouder of them.
Yeah. Well, Randy, I've enjoyed it. Best of luck to Sapulpa. They'll face off with Piedmont tomorrow. I've enjoyed the season, doing the broadcast with you.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you, folks, for their early season miscues a few times.
Yeah, we had a few of them, right?
A few false starts. We're new at this.
Yeah. But we thank you. Without you and our our supporters and our sponsors, we couldn't do this. We thank Tyler Solomon. We thank Frank Solomon for allowing us to do NobleBears.tv. David Rowden, Matt Lorenz. Thank you.
Yep.
I know I enjoyed calling every single game of my son's, or virtually every single game of my son's senior year. So I don't know that I'll ever have that opportunity again. I know I won't. So I've enjoyed it very much. Best of luck to all the teams left. And that's going to do it for me and Randy. I'm going to go down and give my son a hug and tell him I love him. And, just let him know that I'm here for him and that I love him. So all of those seniors. But the Bears will be back. I promise you.
Got a lot of juniors coming back.
Yep.
We got a good shot at being back here next year
for a third year in a row. So we thank you again for joining us on NobleBears.tv. I am Scott Harper. He is Randy Kersey. As always,
go Bears.
Allegiant